Hey guys, welcome back. It is Eric from Eric's World here, back with another live stream. We have BFAB in the panel as well.
Yo, this is B5. Hey, how's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going, guys?
Trying to get the chat on my phone, but it doesn't seem like it's working, so I got to get my other phone. So we'll be right back, but still
Let's
listening.
see.
But we're gonna wait for more people to come in, hopefully. Then we could chat some more. But be back.
I'm being very talented. I'm scripting a video while being on a stream while talking. That takes talent, guys. If you don't,
Professional.
you suck.
That one script that I did for the exposed video only took me about, say, 30 minutes maybe. So that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Did you script it or you just put out like key points? I feel like that's different, you know?
I scripted it.
Oh, you scripted it? Okay.
Yeah, I added in a few things, I guess, but on the spot, but not really the whole thing was scripted.
So I'm scripting a top 10 video. It's kind of funny. Okay, Jim Blade and Lego Freaker here. What's going on, guys?
Hey, welcome.
The thing about scripting a video. So I have this minifig draft video that was supposed to come out like a month ago, but I've been too lazy to script the last 4 characters, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be tedious editing. And when you're scripting for a licensed thing based off a draft that you didn't draw, right? I commissioned somebody to draw for me. It's so much harder because let's say I had drawn a minifig. I could be like, well, this minifig took the longest to do. I try to represent his hairpiece by doing this. So then I end up providing more background history on the minifigs, and then you have to do more research. And that one took me a long time to script, but I still had to script the last 4. And I'm starting to script on a top 10 video, top 10 most wanted summer sets. And I'm enjoying scripting this one. This one's fun to do because there's a lot I could say. So,
Oh, nice. It's pretty cool.
yeah. I'm at number 8.
Number 8.
I've been scripting for the last hour while watching Shark Tank, so just taking my sweet time. Video will probably be out tomorrow or the next day. It depends if I really want to do anything or if there's any Lego news tomorrow.
Let's see. Packing boxes sucks. Yeah, I definitely understand, man. Probably gonna have to do that here soon with the castle. I think I'm for sure gonna have to destroy it at Virginia.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the only way. But sadly, someone's not going to be there. So I got to send out a SOS here soon. Get someone in here. Or I'll have the hotel to myself. That'll be sad. Rye Guy 5, welcome. All right, so let's see. What else do we have to do? I need to build stalls. So I've got that. Got tile.
Yeah, my Hollister order shipped.
Oh, did you get that Vaporino in?
You know what's funny, and I'm not even kidding you. So this is the first time all 3 of my products have gone missing. They said they got delivered 2 days ago, and they're not there. I'm pretty sure somebody in my family stole them. So
Did you tell your brother about it?
Yeah. So
your brother knew you were getting one.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. I guess I'm gonna, talk to the mailman because we live in a townhouse, right? So there's a bunch of mailboxes together, and he could have put the key in the wrong box because all the products have vanished. So I'm like, the heck, this just doesn't happen. It's never happened to me before. So
yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna limp out to the mailman to figure out what the heck happened.
Just come out with your cane up, like, come on, where's my mail? Beat your booty.
That was $60 in products, so
yeah, I definitely would want that.
Yeah,
I paid for it, obviously. Yeah.
Did we say hi to Rye Guy?
Yeah, I said hi.
Okay. What's going on, Rye Guy? I gotta say hi too now, but I'm cool like that. I'm surprised our best friend hasn't shown up. I think he's gone for good now.
Right there.
Where is Jeff at? That's the question. I literally just texted him like 20 minutes ago.
Maybe he's watching the Amazing Race.
Oh, I thought it was over.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he can tell us when he comes in.
Yeah, it's true.
Right now, I'm packing up my Ninjago haunted sets. Nice, man. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be crazy packing up all this stuff. Gotta get a big old box. A bin. All right, I think that will do it for there. We'll round it off. I think this is gonna be pretty nice. It's a rounded section. Bring it back. Let's see. So did you finish that big old set?
I did, yeah. I did.
Nice.
It's great.
And that's your new favorite set, is what you said on Instagram, I think?
Yep, it is now my new favorite set. It goes that, then Stranger Things, and it's just so nice. Like, looking at it, it looks like one of the MOCs people build, you know? It doesn't actually look like a Lego set, because, like, compared to a lot of people's MOCs, Lego sets are garbage, right? But, like, this one looks like a MOC that somebody created, so I love it.
Nice. Come on, why is that like that? Who's? My favorite set will forever and always be Ninjago City. Nice. Love
Not
the
true, Jim Blade.
Ninjagos.
I'm gonna change it. It's actually Pinjago City. It's where the
Ninjago.
pins are at. The Pinjago.
I do have singles, that's good. Alright. Fill in all these gaps. Why am I not able to fill in that gap? Bill. What the heck? It's weird. Can you do that one then? That works. Perfect.
I need something to make fun of, you know? Like, where's Lego Pony when you need him?
Jeez. That's why he's not gonna come.
He's back behind the barn. I can't say that's true, though, Eric. I mean, he showed up every other single time that I've made fun of him. So. People in the chat talk so we can respond to you. So we can respond to you. And Jeff, stop lurking. We know that you're here. So.
Just show yourself, Jeff.
He's hiding in the shadows. Let's see. It's so tedious to script. It's so tedious. I should hire somebody to script for me too.
Here is a talk for BFAB.
Thank you, Rye Guy. I appreciate it.
Spark a conversation, Rye Guy. Don't really have any topics to kind of talk about. For me, at least, I'm just working on my MOC. Got to get it done for Virginia.
I usually have a lot to say, but, you know, Lego Pony ain't here. I'm usually responding to the dumb comments and laughing my ass off. So good news in BFAB world. BFAB now has diabetes. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. Not yet.
Not good. What's a good news then?
Oh, there's no good news. My life sucks. So.
You can roast people when they're not around. I do it to you all the time. I'll do it to you all the time.
He does it to me a lot, so yeah. I usually start crying by the end of it.
Why you gotta be so mean, Jim Blade?
Yeah, Jim Blade said I'm a loser.
Loser. Where's all my blue parts?
Yeah, he told me to jump. He's like, I'll push you if you don't jump. So
That's horrible.
I know he's a horrible kid.
Alright. Still need to build a trebuchet. As soon as I get that done, then this front section can be done. That would be great. No, I said I'll jump with you. Jeez. JK. Jump in the swimming pool together.
I would drown, so that I might as well kill myself if that's the case.
Jeez.
I can't swim, so
This stream has become so morbid.
I know it has. But Eric, just picture me trying to swim. Help! Help! Somebody save me!
Not that hard.
Not for you, Eric.
What if it's only 4 feet deep?
I'd drown.
Just stick your head under. Like, I don't want to keep my head up anymore.
I'm trying to wash my hair. Help! I can't get up.
My hair is weighing me down somehow. It's all oversaturated.
The afro's pulling me down. I got 10 pounds of afro here. Let's see.
Oh, come on. What is up with this little section?
It's a very sexy build.
What?
The very sexy build.
Why though? Why you think?
Because look at that church. You know what I want to do in that church.
Praise Jesus.
What are all the noise coming back from behind the stage? I hear a praise Jesus and a bunch of other things. Oh, they're really praising Jesus. Then why is the floor creaking?
Oh,
do.
Fat B-Fab. Can't swim, JK.
I can't swim. Like, I have a fear of swimming now, but I just can't. The thing is, like, at my old apartment complex, like, we had this gigantic pool, right? And we had an indoor-outdoor pool, you know, jacuzzi, all this cool stuff. But, like, I tried to learn swimming in there, and I almost went under a couple times. And the thing is, there's not a lot of people there that use it, because a lot of the people are predominantly older people, because, you know, you kind of live in a younger people aren't renting like a more upper class apartment thing. That's not me flexing, just a little. But I don't live there anymore. But like literally most of the time there's nobody there. And I tried to learn how to swim, but it never really worked out. I'd always go under. So
Flap your arms.
I'll learn one day. Like one day when I'm drowning, I'm like, okay, I do this. This is what I call I flip my flippers. I flip my flippers. That's all I'm saying, even though I don't have flippers. And then there.
And now I'm floating.
And then I survive.
Oh, come on. This little section does not want to work. It's not solid or something underneath. That's so stupid. Come on. Jeez.
Let's see. I've already wrote. Wow, I'm so talented. I've wrote things for 3 stuff, and I've already taken up 2 pages. Oh, wow. I think it's better. Hopefully this video is longer than 6 minutes. Jim Blade's lover says, don't you hate it when you try to buy a jar of pickles, but the pickle guy says, nah. Jim Blade, I didn't know you had a girlfriend. When did this happen? Well, they said lover, so it could be boyfriend, too. I don't judge. So we'll have to ask Jim Blade. I think that that comment is targeted towards Jim Blade. So let's see what Jim Blade's response is.
Nope, never, ever, never.
This is some good water. No, never, ever, ever, never.
So it seems like I'll probably go in October to boot camp, sadly. So hopefully it might be sooner, but October, I guess, is going to be the date. Still trying to get the jobs. I guess 2 weeks out is going to be the date that they're going to.
What do you mean you're gonna still try to get the job? Like you're gonna try to get the job, and if you get the job, you're not joining the military?
No, my MOS inside.
What do you mean by that?
MOS is my job title.
Okay.
I don't have a job yet, so that's what I'm saying. The recruiters say that it's going to be 2 weeks until they're going to give out the jobs, like what is currently available with the list that.
You know what you should do, Eric, so people still think you're around and like your channel doesn't die? You know, because you leave for 3 months, your channel's gonna die, right?
I leave for 8 weeks.
Okay, so you leave for 2 months. So, I mean, leaving your channel with nothing for 2 months is a way to kill it, right?
Yeah.
So I say work on a bunch of videos and have at least 1 or 2 videos a week so people still think you're around if you're not, you know?
Yeah, I can see if I can try and do that.
But if you do, then your channel never ends, right? You leave, but your channel still is going. And you still have that audience watching your stuff, you know?
Yeah. I was trying to do that in the past, like 2 years ago. I was making double vlogs at that time. I was filming a vlog for the day present, and then a vlog for like, I don't know, I think a year in the future or something like that for going to boot camp. But I stopped doing that after like 2 weeks. So I had footage back then for all that.
You know, you could also do this too. You could start because you built a lot of MOCs, but this time do like a smaller one, right?
Yeah.
And you make like, let's say 10 episodes for the MOC, right?
Yeah.
And you don't show it on streams or anything, so nobody knows what it is, right? And then you do that, like, let's say you do that next month, all right? And then you have them scheduled for when you're gone.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, come on.
If I ever go to the military, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I'll have, like, a bunch of top 10 videos done, draft videos done, so then my channel still lives on. But, you know, I won't be able to interact with anybody. Like, I won't be able to say, respond to every single comment that I always do. So.
Yeah. It's going to be really interesting coming out of boot camp and just seeing all the notifications and such.
They're just be like, hey guys, I came out of boot camp and I'm gay. They're like, oh no, Eric, what happened?
I'm coming out now. Boot camp.
You thought you could leave without becoming gay? Nope, that's not how it works.
It changed me in ways you don't even know.
Instead, you'll be called Gay Brick Worlds or Gay Worlds, Gay Worlds,
Gay for world.
And we're like, hey guys. People are like, hey Eric, what's wrong with your voice? Excuse me? Are you coming at my voice?
Haven't I always been this way? Oh, come on.
I was born this way. Are you judging me? Like I said, guys, I'm not hating on gay people. I'm just totally making fun of the whole thing. So this day and age, you got to put a disclaimer. So.
This is why I was contacted by Bubba Chubb, Jessica that rants friend. He was saying that he's been watching my content recently. He's seen a lot of homophobic content or words being spilled out, and I was like, you obviously have been watching my content since I'm not like that. My friend's a bit like that, but he just jokes around. So
here's the thing: homophobic would be like you're against gay people. You're against them. I'm not. I just try to imitate. I just try to imitate a gay person. You know. The thing is, like, one of my best friends is gay, right? I mean, and people use that excuse like, "Hey, one of my best friends is black," like they use that kind of like thing. But like, I was raised in a family that actually hate gay people. I don't. I was the first person from my family to not hate gay people. And you can ask all the people. I'm not going to say names, but I told people there's a certain person on Instagram who is posting like he doesn't know like what he wants to do. He feels like he's attracted to men and women. And I said, dude, be you, right? I will still continue to act, gay and make fun of the gay thing sometimes, but it's nothing. There's no malice to it, right? I even make fun of Jamaicans, and I'm Jamaican. I just make fun of everything. I guess it's always based on context. So
Yeah. So he wants me to be on a podcast with him, and I don't think I want to do it since Jessica the Rants knows about it now. Like, this guy just randomly came at me. He's like, "Oh, if you're not on this podcast, then you're gonna be a homophobic." So I was like,
Bubba Chubb is here. Speaking of that, is Bubba Chubb gay then?
I don't know. He said that you don't have to be gay to be in the podcast. So
I guess it means I half made it. No, I'm kidding. I'm straight. But let's see what his response is.
yeah.
See, even Jim Blade says this. I am the gayest straight guy that yes. And as much as some people would say that's a bad thing, that's kind of true because here's the thing: I'm straight, but if a guy is good looking, I'll be like, this dude's good looking, right? I'm not. I'm comfortable enough with my sexuality to say that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not offended by that. Let's see what Bubba Chubb says. Is he gay?
No.
Is he trans?
I'm not against any practices by people. It's like what they want to do.
Yeah.
So,
That being said, I always tell people this. Not until I was 16. Like before 16, I was, homophobic. But after that, I feel like in life sometimes you have to meet people to really become a different person. Yeah, Jim Blake, sure. So sometimes about what? Are you gay, Bubba Cow? So you have to kind of ask yourself, right? Like before, like okay, so what I was saying, before I used to be homophobic, right? And then I turned 16 and I turned 16. I told a gay kid I hated him, right? And he's like, why? And after I couldn't come up with a reason, and I realized how nice the kid was, I'm like, why am I doing this? And since that, I don't care what you do. And my parents, like, they're like, you're going down the wrong path by accepting gay people. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I think gay people are good. I think straight people are good. I think, so Bubba Chubb is gay? Okay.
gotcha.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, come on. Keep dropping bricks.
But yeah, Bubba Chubb. Eric's not the one making fun of gay people. I am. So, but that being said, I make fun of everybody. So.
Yeah, so that's why I said that, Bubble Chub, because that you're not watching my content. Because I think it's only kind of mentioned in streams. Because that's just like sometimes, I play the role, or not like a gay person role, but just have that little voice. Can't relate it to be a gay person, but
Yeah.
but it's not offensive, it's just like my actually it's just like a female voice. Actually, that's what I pretty much do most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, girls, let's do this. That's not gay. Okay.
Yeah, that's a feminine voice. There, you're right. AWM, let's see what's going on.
Welcome, AWM.
Oh, he said I said I noticed a lack of gay pride on your channel. That's what he said.
I'm not going around supporting gay pride randomly on the channel. I'm not gay, so I'm not gonna put that on.
I'm in pause for a second. You're like, I'm not gay. Yeah, I mean, here's the
I don't
thing,
know.
Bubba Chow, right? I mean, I don't think any Lego YouTuber does that. You have like, what's it called? What's his name? Brick 101 is the only person that really goes out on the pride thing. It's like, I'm straight, right? I support gay people, but I'm not going to start making gay pride videos. Like, hey guys, today we built the gay flag out of Lego. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Now, the only way I would cover like gay stuff, let's say Lego made a gay bar, which I don't know why they would, but hypothetically speaking, if Lego made a gay bar, I would do a news video on it. I would cover it. That'd be the only way you'd see me like covering, you know, LGBTQ stuff. Because like our channels focus on Lego. They don't focus on gays, straights, whatever. They don't focus on any of that. We just focus on our content. So
Yeah. And if you're not gay, you're not going around just showing your gay pride, just to show your support. That's
yeah.
it.
And I've had people message me before saying like they're worried if they come out as gay, this or this is gonna happen. And I said, dude, be you. Like you can't hide from who you are. Um, so that's just my perspective on things. So thing is, like, I'm attracted to females, Eric's attracted to females. There wouldn't really be a good reason to um make gay pride videos.
Yeah.
So let's see. Support what I meant. Oh, supports what I meant. Oh, well, I mean, I guess okay, if you're saying like by us saying that we didn't, uh
It's not a
support them.
topic that would bring up though. It's not like, oh, yeah, some event happened, we support this event. It's just not a topic that just regularly comes up.
If there was a time about a couple months ago where I actually almost made a video because there was a lot of backlash going on where some tiles got revealed and they were originally supposed to be used for dots and they had like the gay flag on it or what. And they ended up being put in architecture sets because Lego didn't use them, so they put them in architecture sets, right? They had like a little like flag painting or whatever. And there was so much like backlash in the comments section. Like Lego doesn't support the LGBT community enough, or Lego's doing this and that. The thing that you got to understand is they do. There's a few designers that are gay, right? Marcus Bessa is one of them. He's the lead for Harry Potter. He's the lead for Jurassic World. He's the lead for Brickheads. He's the lead for 3 different teams, and he's a gay person, right? He's also designed some of the best Lego sets, right? That being said, like there's also I'm trying to remember who else is gay in the Legos. I've seen a few. There's a few gay designers, right? Um, that being said, like unless there's a topic about it in Lego, I will make a video on it. But it really depends, like what it correlates with my channel, because it doesn't, right? Like the channel isn't about me or what I support. I'm straight. You know what I'm trying to say. But it's not about what I support, because if that was true, I'd be making vegan videos. But that's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on Lego. Now, if
Yeah.
Lego ever makes a gay flag set and official images leak, I will cover the set. I don't care. There's nothing that's going to be like, hey, I'm not going to cover this set because of this or that. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're a decent human being, that's all I care about. And like I said, I love gay people. They're cool. So, let's see. IWM says, I didn't know Brick 101 was. I don't know how to say this in a more socially acceptable manner. Gay before his LGBT. Okay. Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know previously until BFAB probably told me like a few weeks ago.
I didn't tell you. It was Lego Pony that said to everybody.
I'm pretty sure you described it all. He might have
Well, I
mentioned it, but
described
then
it.
you
I
described
described
it
it
all.
because Lego Pony kept saying it in your chat. Every time I'd make like gay jokes, um, every time I'd make gay jokes, Lego Pony would be like, Brooke 101 would be shaking his head, right? So I would go back and I actually went through his videos to find the video. I said, Brooke 101, I think I typed in gay, and like I found the video where he said that. So
Gotcha.
I was on his live stream with like 17 people, and he was cool. So let's see. But if you love gay people, BFAP, doesn't that make you gay too? You got it. I guys have a confession. My boyfriend Taquansha, you know, I didn't. I wanted to tell you guys, but I couldn't. I was too scared. So sorry.
Where's Quatansha from? Jeez, what a name.
Taquansha is from Africa, so every time I call him like, "Hey, Taquansha," and he's like, "Hey, dude, how you doing today?" And I'm like, "Hey, dude, how you doing today?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing good, Taquansha." And he's like, "It's Taquanta."
Honey, you're saying my name wrong again.
I'm dead. That's great. That's funny.
Say me name right now.
But I feel like this has turned into like a whole gay conversation, and I feel like it kind of does need to be addressed because I feel like Bubba Chubb assumes like I know like at first he was assuming it was you, but assuming let's say I'm homophobic, I'm not. I mean, I just make jokes. Like I make fun of every race, I make fun of every this and that. I say sometimes my jokes are a little bit edgy, but like there's nothing negative being said about like any of this. So
True that.
now, if all of a sudden you see Eric burning a gay flag, then you might know there's something wrong. But that's not, a thing. So
Set the rainbow on fire.
all of a sudden, like some person walking down the street, you're setting a gay flag on fire. He walks through. Some gay protesters are like, "You better save the flag!" And then the guy's just on fire. No, save me, please. No, you're straight, so I'm not going to save you. I'm going to save the flag, though. So. So at the end of the day, it's like we don't care, right? We're both straight. That's all we care about, right? We don't hate on people for what they are, but we're straight. So women are too hot, in my opinion, not to like.
I think that's I don't even know. Maybe Bubble Chuck will tell you or something. I don't know.
Well, Bubba Joe, if you're still here, you feel free to interact with us. Like, oh my god, why is my messages blowing the blank up? Holy. Oh, somebody added me to another group, and I didn't get to mute that. Oh my god, people, come on.
Just got another box to pack. Nice, man.
Invite her and you die. That is the name of the chat I got invited to. That's great. Let's mute this. But I always accept people's things just to be nice. And people are honored by, oh, thank you, you're so nice. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's great, But, people, that's a simple way to talk to me. If you send me an invite, I'll most likely accept it unless I hate your guts. So, BFAB is the only person who can be racist, sexist, socially unacceptable, and plain out rude and still not get bashed by the community. It's astonishing. I mean, I guess. It's always about how you do things, right? You know, it's how it's done. If hot is a good thing and cool is a good thing too, does warm mean you're both? Ooh, interesting. Fair point.
You are so
Sure.
warm.
The girl's like, I am. Is there a way you can get me a fan, please?
You are room temperature. It's like someone trying to send sexting or was it sexting?
They're sexting.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, you're as hot as the room is. Just like things that you shouldn't say or just doesn't make any sense.
I would be really creepy. I'd be like, hey girl, you're as hot as my great grandmother. And they'd be like, what? She'd be like, what? What you say?
Oh man.
And I'm like, yo, actually she's dead, so bad news for you.
Oh. You see, Bubble Child, this is what I mean.
Is Bubba Chubb commenting? Okay, I bet on Top Chat. Maybe I'm missing what he's saying. Maybe you're.
I didn't see him. I haven't seen him.
No, he's not.
Live chat now.
Here's a cool thing, Eric, and I don't know if you'd be down. If Bubba Chubb is still here, could you invite him on the stream, or is he like a cussing person? Does he cuss a lot?
I have no idea. I think I saw one video he was cussing out, or not cussing out, but mentioned a couple curse words. So yeah,
I know that what's it called had a falling out. I'm here just not saying anything. Okay. I mean, I know that him and Just the Kid That Rants had a falling out. I don't know if they still do, but I saw their whole little post thing. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow. But I think they talked actually because it sounded like Lobochub told him that I said that maybe I can join if I get free time.
yeah, collecting is here. What's going
Welcome,
on?
collecting bricks. Thanks so much for coming.
Bubba Chubb says, "I won't cuss if you don't want me to cuss." Should
Yeah,
I send him an invite, Eric, or no?
yeah, if you want to.
Bubba Chubb, leave your email or message it to me or on Instagram. My Instagram is brother from another brick. So, or you can type it here and we'll delete it after. So who's hyped for Stranger Things 3 tomorrow? I am hyped. Tomorrow I plan on drinking beer and writing my script. No, I'm just kidding. I think I don't know if I want to watch it all the first day. I usually don't do that, so let's see. Okay, so I'm copying the email. Now, since we've never talked to Bubba Chubb before, this could be either really bad, really cordial, or, well, we'll just have to see.
Yeah. I'm excited for Saturday though. To see Spider-Man down in Florida. It's gonna be cheap.
You think you're cool, Eric? You think you're cool now?
I could have saw it today if I wanted to, but I'm saving myself.
So you know what I finally saw? I finally saw the what's it called movie? I started watching it before. Maybe I said I was going to, but I didn't. Spider-Man with Miles Morales. Miles Morales. What's
Into
it
the
called?
Spider-Verse, yeah. Into the
Yeah, I
Spider-Verse.
watched it. It was great.
Yeah, I liked it too. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
I
Not
didn't think
as
I was
like
going to like it because it's like it came out straight from a comic book,
yeah, same here
and
actually. We
and
both
it was done very well. So
yeah.
let's see. Let's add Bubba Chubb.
Seems like we both thought the same things about it, like we wouldn't like it and such. I was gonna, make a post about it on Instagram, like, oh, I'm gonna watch this now, let's see if I like it. And then I was so set on not gonna like it after it, but I really liked it. So
I had average expectations. Like I didn't think it was going to be like an amazing film. I didn't think it
yeah,
was going to
same.
be garbage either, right?
Yeah,
And so I was surprised by it. I liked it. It was good. They did a great job.
yeah, definitely.
I was wondering why I couldn't see my screen. I had it zoomed into 300%. And I'm like, how am I going to send this invite? Let's see. How do I? Okay, go back to this.
Let's see.
Go
No,
back to
not
that.
all. I hate Stranger Things and everything associated. I haven't watched any episodes. I think I only watched like 5 minutes of the first episode, so I never got into it, obviously. But I do think I do want to watch it or try to watch it at some point. I'm going to be watching it all day, but I'll see some episodes for days. I don't have anything to do. Okay. Have you ever watched it?
Okay, Bubba Chubb, you have an invite, so get ready.
No, but it looks stupid, so I have zero interest in shows like that. I really want to see Hawaii Five-O, the recent season, but I can't find it. So
It's not
stupid.
on Netflix. They took it off Net. No, I don't want to. Let's see. Remove the comment. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Um. The latest season of Hawaii Five O is not on Netflix. They took Hawaii Five O off Netflix for good. So the latest season is not there. I don't know how to find it, so it sucks.
Gonna try and find a pirated site then, maybe. That's so stupid. I really wanted to watch it.
Let's see. So Jim Blade says no, but it looks stupid. Okay, and then Idomian says, please don't judge things without having experience with it backed up by your opinion. It's a very well written show. Saying it's stupid and watching it is absurd. I mean, people are entitled to their opinion. AWM. I feel like if he wants to say it's stupid, it doesn't affect me at the end of the day. I don't care, right? I like the show, but why does it matter, right? I don't say it's absurd. Saying it's stupid really doesn't matter either because it's just somebody's opinion, right?
Yeah,
So
one person's opinion doesn't affect you, and it's not
yeah,
like it's going to stop you from watching the show.
Yeah, I like the show. If Jim Blade something stupid, I don't care, and that's nothing against Jim Blade. I like the show. So
I could say
let's say it's
horrible
absurd.
things. I could say horrible things about it, but I don't care to.
No, you watch it. You don't like it, Air?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that you could say things on it because you don't
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying that like I could say the same thing, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
don't
You
have the
could.
perspective of seeing it, so I don't care to release what I hate about it, even though I haven't even seen it. So that's what I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fair. Also,
Oh,
Bubba Chubb, if you're still here, you have your invite, so you can
get
ask
your
as much questions as you want. So,
Bubba.
that's not my stream, so I take
Yeah,
that back.
no gross comments or whatever.
What do you make out with a dude for $5? Well, $10 maybe, but not $5.
Mm.
Are you drinking water?
What did it sound like?
It's not like you were just like tanking that water down.
Oh, I can do that again. I got another water. Water. I'm getting ready to join. Okay. Oh, we got a dislike.
I know, I saw that.
8
Lego
likes.
Pony came back to dislike it. He's watching us. He's like, are they saying something bad about us? Me. Let's see. Not having experience with it and claiming it's bad is insulting to not only the writers but the actors. I personally don't care if he doesn't like it. I just don't think people should judge by covers. I guess you kind of have a valid point. I never say things are just straight up stupid, but that's his, first impression of it.
It's stupid. So stupid. Man, I don't want to build a windmill or a trebuchet.
I have no
but I
idea
have
how to join. Really, Bubba
What?
Chubb? I thought you do podcasts all the time. It's kind of like that. I sent you an invite, and you just click on the link. It's through Google Hangouts.
If you have Hangouts, you can go on your Hangouts app and you'll find it there. Man, I actually have a lot of buckets. It's so weird.
You know what I'll do? And this might make it easier. Maybe I can just send the link to the Hangout to his. Oh, no. I think he sees it now. Yeah, I see his little icon light up. So he probably sees it now. You just got to click the video call thing and you'll be able to join. So I heard that a lot of Stranger Things season 3. Oh my god, my voice cracked.
Quack.
What's going on, Bubba Chubb?
Hello, welcome.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. How's it going?
Oh, well.
That's good to hear. So I mean, we're giving you the ability to address anything you want to say about like what we said about gay people, anything. So.
Oh. I'm trying to think. I mean, what you said about gay people was fine. And, understandable.
It's understandable?
It's understandable.
I mean,
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Like with Lego channels, you obviously wouldn't be able to make any sort of way without breaking the theme of your channel make a LGBTQ plus video.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like for me, it's like I support gay people, bisexual people, the lesbian people, the trans thing, and this is me being 100% honest, is still very weird for me. I don't hate anybody who's trans. Like you can't say you hate somebody for no reason, right? I feel like it's more about the people you're around, right? But gays, lesbians, bisexual people, that doesn't bother me. And the trans things doesn't bother me. It's just I don't know.
You just think it's weird and don't understand it.
Yeah, I feel like I don't understand it a lot. Like I feel like
that's how a lot of people feel though.
Yeah. It's like you can't like a lot of people will be like, oh, I hate trans people, or I hate this. Like you can't say you hate somebody for no reason, right? I can't say I hate trans people. I say I don't understand it, and I still don't, and I don't think I ever will. But I also can't relate in that any way. So yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because like if you're a straight person, the opposite would pretty much be a trans woman, wouldn't it? Because like even like if you're a straight person and a gay person and you're both males, you have that in common that you're both males or something.
Yeah,
Or
you got it.
you
Yeah.
could somewhat understand that person being gay, but a trans woman is literally the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see where it would be hard for you to understand it.
Yeah. Because I believe, what is it called? Body dysmorphia or something? I think that's what it's called.
What?
Isn't it called body dysmorphia?
I know what you're trying to talk. I know. Shit. Are you talking about like gender dysphoria or?
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that what it's
that.
called? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Where they're what's it called? I believe that's where they call it a mental disease.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I believe it is.
You believe it's
Because, but like at the end of the day, like I don't like care. Like I look at it and I'm like, it doesn't affect me, right? There's a lot of people that are worried about like the trans things. Let's say some dude is like screwed up and he wants to be a woman to creep on, people, right?
Yeah, that guy. Okay,
With,
yeah.
like a lot of people, that has been a concern for them, right? I've seen
Mhm.
a lot of parents that are like, I don't want my kid in a bathroom with a trans person, right? Because you never know what their intentions are, right? In society, though, you never know what anybody's intentions are,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So
true.
the thing is, you hope that the majority of the people aren't like that. I mean, but some people are. But I feel like a lot of people are judging it based off like one person that's screwed up or two people that are screwed up. But I also understand a different perspective of people not wanting their kids in a bathroom with a trans individual because, some people, like I say, if you're let's say you're a transgender, I don't say you're either a male or a woman. So let's say you're a woman transitioning to a male. I don't say you're a male, but I don't say you're not a male either, right? I say you're a transgender, right? I don't feel like putting a name, like, if all of a sudden I decide to transition into a woman, I can't expect people to say that I'm a woman, right? I could say, if people say I'm transgender, I'm like, okay, that's fine, right? But I understand, like, a lot of people aren't accepting of that because a lot of, like, I know especially a lot of moms with kids, they're like, if a guy shoot. I can't speak right now. If he
I am
transforms
confused.
into a, female, right?
Transform. You mean transitions?
Oh my god. Transitions. You're right.
I'm so confused.
No,
I
oh
know
my
what you're
god.
saying. I know what you're saying.
I'm dumb. A transformer. Amateur. Oh, I'm dead.
Women in disguise.
Autobots.
Oh, man.
So if a male transitions into a female, right? I understand like a mom not feeling comfortable with the transgender being around their kids, right? I
Yeah,
feel like
well,
they might look at it as like a male in a female's bathroom, right? So
if you think about it, though, public restrooms are in general just a really creepy place. Like, would you want your child to be in a restroom with a 20 or like a 48-year-old man alone?
you are right. You're
But that
100%
would happen
right.
in a public restroom. So that's one you just don't trust public restrooms.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but I still feel like okay. So if a mother sends her little girl into the female restroom, right, I feel like they're more comfortable because women in general, at least from what I realize, they're not as creepy as guys. That being said,
I can see what you mean by it. Yeah.
yeah, so they feel more comfortable with the group of people you're around. And a lot of parents, you see them go in the bathroom with their kids, right? Sometimes you'll see little kids in another bathroom than their gender. Um, but it's like I understand the feeling like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with this. But at the end of the day, when people use words like hate or this or that, like that's uncalled for.
Yeah. So like going back to where if somebody transitioned, you wouldn't call them a female or male. So if somebody like actually went and got the surgery and they actually have the physical parts and everything,
Yeah.
you still wouldn't call them a girl. You just say a trans woman.
Yes. And it's nothing against them. I feel like more if I knew a lot of transgender people, I know a few, right? But I just call them by their name. I can't say they're my friends, but it has nothing to do with them being trans. It has something to do with we just don't have similar interest, right? But I like even like when I talk to a female, I don't say she. Like I'll just say them like their name, right? And it's kind of the same thing with trans people. I'm gonna call you by your name. if you name yourself Bonquisha or whatever you want to name yourself, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say, it, right? For a while, I would call people transgender people it, right? Because I'm like, I don't want to call them male, I don't want to call them female. Because if somebody transitions to a female, right, and I say, he, right, that's rude. That's kind of screwed up because they don't want to
I
hear
see what
that.
you mean.
If I say she, then I'm uncomfortable with I don't feel like they are still a female, even if they got the full surgery. I feel like they're still, a person. They're still, they still have value to society, right? People still care about them. They're, I don't care if they're trans, but it doesn't affect me, right? But I also don't feel like I can just straight up say, hey, you're a woman, or hey, you're a man, if you weren't born that way. So
What if it was like a person, and I'm just like curious at this point, what if it was a person that you knew for like years and years and years, but you just never knew that they were a trans person, and then all of a sudden you just figured out, or they told you one day, would you automatically shift and start calling them a trans female?
no, I would not. You are right about that. If I didn't know, then I would still call them what I've always called them. I feel like to all of a sudden change that around, that would be scummy. I feel like there's kind of different scenarios, like what you brought up, which would be like, I would still call them what I've been calling them for years. Because, I've called them that. And, to change up and say something different, right, that would be kind of scummy, right?
Yeah,
That's
that would
kind of,
random.
yeah. And it's not like, for all these years you've thought, let's say they were a boy and they were born a girl, right? I'm not going to all of a sudden start calling them a trans, because I've known them that way for a while. The thing is, this day and age, even though like the surgeries are getting better and the hormones seem to be more effective now, like sometimes you can't tell, but there's other times where you're like, oh my God, I can totally tell. This is a
Yeah, I know
transgender
what you mean.
person. Like, if you're a 6'5" female with a nose that is like covering your whole face, I know you're a dude. Like, I'm not dumb, all right? I mean, a
I know
lot of
what
the
you
times
mean.
you can tell. Sometimes you can't though. Like with surgery and makeup and stuff
Yeah,
this day.
because I mean, it's also like how you're born, because obviously some men are just more effeminate than other men.
Yeah.
So like, some people, they don't need to try that hard at all, but some people, they have to get like whole skull I don't know what the surgery is, but they have to get their skull all re-surgically done to make it look something like a female skull, and that never looks right. Too
Oh dang, I
much.
didn't know it was that dress.
Yeah, do you know who like Blair White is?
The name actually does sound familiar. I don't know who.
She's one of the more popular trans women on YouTube. She had to get her skull done, and she was actually an effeminate looking guy.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it seems so bizarre as well. And the surgeries, especially as Blair White says, are just devastating as well. Obviously, because it's just such a crucial change to the body. And when Blair White transitioned, she got her skull done and her breast implants done on the same, like in the same surgery.
Yeah.
So she didn't wait at all, and it was just completely devastating to her.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, I didn't know that. I know like some people, they get the Adam's apple reduction surgery.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's different, right?
If you've ever seen videos of that, the Adam apple reduction surgery just seems it's so awkward.
Yeah.
If you're a squeamish person.
I try not to watch like a lot of those videos. Here's the thing. That being said, I have watched like a lot of documentaries on transgender people, and I still feel for them. Like, I feel like nobody should want to kill themselves over if they want to change to a different gender. If all of a sudden I knew somebody that, like a good friend of mine that wanted to, let's say one of my male friends that wanted to transition into a female, right? I'm not going to tell them to go kill themselves because, I don't agree with it, right? Or it's not that I don't agree with it, I just think it's weird, right? And I'm not going to say, hey, go kill yourself over that, because I've seen the effects that people have had when they don't get accepted, Like, I would rather a person live and be a different gender, which I might not fully feel comfortable with, than to harm themselves. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And it's like, and a lot of people point out how weird it is that the trans suicide rate is so high, and they point to that being like a big reason why it's a mental illness. But imagine you transition, not only does your body have a bunch of hormonal stuff with it, you now look completely different, like a different person. You you can't reverse it at all if you regret it. And
Yeah.
if anyone around you is transphobic, like going back to Blair White, she had her whole dad's side of the family completely abandon her.
Yeah.
So so if you transition, you're going through a bunch of hormonal stuff. You look completely different, and if you regret it, you can't go back. If you have a transphobic family, your family abandons you.
Yeah.
And you're not accepted in a lot of places. Even some gay bars, which obviously support gay people, they don't allow trans women or
Yeah.
trans. They don't allow it. So just a complete outcast. Like probably, honestly, maybe trans women. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. Are probably the most outcasted in American society.
Oh, they are. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're right.
I can't
I
think of
mean,
any other minority that would be it.
I feel like America. I was watching, I think it was maybe Good Morning America, and there was something, no, it was something else that said that like 75% of Americans accept gay marriage now, right? Or like the
Oh yeah,
whole thing. But I
definitely.
feel like there's still like a minority of people that accept trans people. Like, I've had a lot of people say like they don't hate trans people, they just think it's weird, right? I've heard
Yeah,
the term weird go around a lot. And I feel like I will always think like that because I still think it's weird, but like I can't hate a person. Like I have
based on
no yeah, I have no right to hate a person. I don't treat people different, right? So at my job, right, I cashier, right? So I've dealt with transgender people that I could tell they're transgender. I treat them like everybody else because they're still people, right? But I'm not going to like I'm not going to say I won't be best friends with a transgender person, but I can't say that's not, that's not a thing. But I totally could, right? I mean, it really depends on who the person is and how they act, right?
yeah.
Because like I never thought that one of my best friends would be gay. Like, um, it was surprising. Like my friend came out to me as gay. It threw me off, but he used to say how much he hated gay people, right?
Yeah.
And you know, let's let's look at this.
That's what I think is
Yeah,
really interesting. If you have like tales of people who used to be homophobic,
yeah,
I feel like the number one way that they would say that they are not homophobic anymore is they had a friend that they figured out that the friend was gay. And I
yeah.
think that's really interesting.
See, figuring out my best friend was gay or bi. Okay, he's bisexual. When I say gay, I meant bisexual, right?
Yeah.
He told me we went to go work out, right? And this was the first time me hang out with one of my friends in Minnesota. We went to go like work out, and he's like, we were talking about hot girls, and he's like, "Well, I have something to tell you." And he's like, I'm also attracted to guys too. And the reason it was awkward for me is he kept smiling at me while I was working out with him, right? And I'm just like, oh, he's just smiling. Like I always thought he was gay or bi. But the thing is, he said that he did not like gay or bi people, right? He said he was against it. So when he told me that, it threw me off. And I said, at least you're not into animals. That's what was my response. But I didn't hate him. I'm like, you're so cool with me. The weird thing is that he
So do you
just
not
kept.
like furries?
What happened?
So do you not like furries?
The furry thing is a little weird for me. I have to say that.
Yeah, definitely. That was a joke, Adam.
Yeah. But like for me, it's like I didn't hate the kid. The kid was still one of my best friends, and he still is till to this day. But like I was under the impression that he was gay or bi from the beginning. And then he told me he hated gay or bi people. He asked me, like, what do you think about gay or bisexual people with you being a Christian, right? And I'm like, well, I don't care. I was like, people are people, right? Um, I'm like, it doesn't affect me. I'm like, I think gay people are cool. But like a year before that, when I was in a mental facility, I was
Mm-hmm.
anti-gay and I was telling, gay people I hated them and this and that. And then when the kid responded to me and said, hey, why do you hate us? I couldn't come up with a reason. And then after that, I'm like, this kid is cool. Why do I hate him?
That's
And
actually interesting because like when that does happen, a lot of Christians will point to a Bible verse.
yeah.
So yeah.
And I mean, that has, a lot of people are like, the Bible says don't be gay, but I'm also like, the Bible also says you can't mix two materials together. Like, I went to a Christian school where, like, you can't eat, let's see, creatures from under the sea or something. It says something like that.
Shellfish.
Yeah, shellfish, right? People still do it. Christians do it. And so I feel like a lot of the stuff is Old Testament stuff. And even though a lot of the stuff from the Old Testament don't apply to today's standards, a lot of people that look at the New Testament say, hey, there's one part in the New Testament where it says it's wrong. But I look at it like this. I'm still a Christian, but why do I have a reason? Like, I could not come up with a reason to hate somebody who is gay, you know? And if I couldn't come up with a reason, why am I following a book, which, I mean, I still believe a lot in the Bible, right? Why am I following something that is saying that, like, it's wrong when it's not affecting me, right? As long as you're decent to me, I'll be decent to you. So,
Yeah. And there was a theory, I don't remember the guy's name. It was some sort of professor, but he found proof in the Bible, because like the actual Hebrew Bible before it was translated, that some of the grammar was off around the anti-gay line and stuff like that. And there's a theory that in the first first testament of the Bible, it had a part where it didn't discriminate against gay people, but then when they read this, when the second testament was written, they found proof that that line was altered to make it discriminate.
and you know, that being said, the Catholic Church was the one that I believe translated the first Bible into English.
Yeah.
And a lot of the words, because we don't have the original scripts that they had, right? If we did, then we could see what it said. But a lot of the stuff was kind of like manipulated to fit the Catholic doctrine, right? The Catholic people, you know, especially when it comes to like tithing and stuff and giving money to the church, like they said, give 10%, all right? Malachi, I believe 3:10 says, you know, basically tithe, right? It's all about tithing and giving 10% of what you make. But I always look back and go, well, this could have been manipulated so the Catholic Church could have got money, because they used to do the indulgences, I believe what they were called, to get money to basically, you know, take people's money. And you could buy indulgences to get to heaven or get to this certain level or whatever. And yeah, so you never know like what parts of the Bible were manipulated, because they're basing it off a script, right? Or some scrolls. That's what I meant, scrolls. Hopefully I can't say it correctly. But that's what it's based on. Like, I can't tell you right now, like, that God hates gay people. I can't say that. But even if he does, I don't. Like, I don't. Like, some people don't believe in God. You believe in God, you don't. I don't hate gay people. Like, as long as you're a decent human being, why do I care? Right? You know?
Is there any group in society that like you would say you hate? Group or person?
A group or person, pedophiles.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Pedophiles, Nazis.
I don't like people who, in general, like discriminate against people. And I can't say a lot because I used to be that way, right?
Yeah.
Like, I remember, and this is really screwed up, and I always tell people this story. I remember back when I was like 12 or 13, because I'm Jamaican. I was looking at this Jamaican like news blog or whatever, and there's a video of this gay guy getting stoned and burned, and I was laughing. Like, I felt no pity for the guy, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, it's screwed up. And I was laughing at it while he was getting burned and screaming and getting rocks thrown at him. And I'm like, well, he deserves it. He's gay. This is hilarious, right? That was 13-year-old me. And then, you know, that didn't bother me. Like, I had no, like, emotion. I didn't feel like what I was saying was wrong. And, you know, that's kind of, like, past stuff. And it's good that people change because, you know, it's screwed up, so. Oh, let's see. Eric is saying, haha, yeah, I'm the host. Eric, we're saving your stream.
Yeah, I'm just talking to AWM in the chat. He didn't know that was FPS double tap.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So that's why I was saying hi. Yeah, I'm the host. Because we were talking about foods that we like at seafood restaurants.
Should we talk about something else now?
Yeah.
You know the funny thing
No,
is, through this whole conversation, we kept the 8 viewers. Now it's down to 7, but literally this whole conversation, I kept looking at the thing. We had 8 for the whole time. Nobody left, and now somebody left, and now we're back up at it.
That's because I'm not watching it. Oh, well, I guess I'm watching the chat, but I have it at pause now.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I'm
saying
here,
since
so.
we were talking Bubba Chubb, like literally it kind of like varied from like 9 to 4 to whatever, but it was consistent at 8 the whole time we were talking about.
That's dope.
But like here's the thing, like okay, let me ask you this. So Bubba Chubb, you said you're gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you kind of recognize that you were gay?
What do you mean, like a time or like a situation?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
time? Summer of, let me think, 2018?
2018? Okay. So was
So
it
not long ago.
So was it based on like media influencing you to come out, or was it just like, hey, this guy is, hot, I'm into guys now? Was that kind of a
It's really hard to pinpoint because I honestly would have realized that I was gay sooner,
yeah.
but I was in denial because of media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was more in denial, which is weird because I went at that time. I went to a really accepting school and all that stuff. So it's like none of my peers would have been affected by it. My parents wouldn't have been affected by it. Online, I probably wouldn't have been affected by it. So like, I honestly don't know what was holding me back from coming out.
Yeah.
But something was, and it was the summer of 2018. I was just like, all right, fuck it. I know what I am now.
Yeah.
But you can tell. It again, I was just denying it, but if you're gay, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain.
That's understandable. I mean, the thing is, like, I feel like maybe this is why you didn't come out earlier. Maybe it's because, like, how society is. Like, society still, even though they're more accepting now, right?
Yeah.
There's still a lot of people that aren't, right? And that will still treat you bad because you're gay, right? Is that kind of what I'm getting at? Kind of? I don't know.
Yeah, but as I said, I went to like a really accepting school.
Yeah.
So I feel like the only thing that was sort of denying it was myself. Because like I like even at the time I went to an accepting school, but it wasn't always that way. Like growing up, it was very anti-gay, and then I lived in a very anti-gay area because I grew up out in the country. So I don't know. I wasn't taught that I should hate people that were like that, but I was taught that it was like weird and I'm not gonna say wrong, but just different.
Yeah. So your parents accepted you, right?
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like a lot of like gay people, they struggle with like their parents. Like when my best friend came out to me, or one of my best friends came out to me as bi, right? I keep saying gay, but he's bi, right? He said that he only told me and his grandma because he knew his parents wouldn't accept him. So he's like, my parents will kick me out of the house. So
That's sad.
yeah.
And I feel like that's the case for a lot of people though.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. That is true. The thing is, I realize like a lot of older people, they still don't accept like the gays, the lesbians. Like I talk to my parents, I'm like, so why do you hate gay people, or why do you dislike them, right? Like because of the Bible. But when you try to kind of dig deeper, they never really have a reason, right? It's always like the Bible.
And again, they'll point to the Bible, but in reality, it's just how they were raised.
Yeah, that is true.
Like it's just now starting to get where we're raising the kids to be more positive towards it.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember even when I was a kid, there was like you weren't allowed to talk about it in schools.
Mm-hmm.
Where now they're trying to like kind of force it into talking into school, which I don't know how I feel about that, but
Well, I guess they're just trying to help some people. I've
yeah.
seen, like, as somebody who grew up at a Christian school and went through a Christian school the majority of my life, like, I've seen a lot of my friends, like, this year, last year, the year before, come out as gay. And I've seen them lose a lot of my other friends. Like, they'll unfriend them, or they'll be like, dude, you're gay? This is weird as heck, right? So I've seen, like, a lot of backlash from that side, you know? But it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like the people, you experience it once it's in your face, right? Like if I had never went to a mental facility and been around gay people, I would still hate gay people to this day, right? But being there taught me like, hey, you can't be like
because
that.
I don't know how to say it, but you don't like what you don't know. You're scared of the
Yeah.
unknown.
Yeah.
So once it's there in your face and you know what it is in the form of your friend or anything like that, you're not going to fear it as much or dislike it as much.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I feel like, when you have to face something that you disagree with, it kind of puts you in a place to kind of think and go, hey.
Yeah, because like even as a normal person, like even if you hate gay people, you can tell that like that you okay, it's kind of hard to explain. Like okay, I'm not going to explain it because it's too hard to explain. And I can't put it into words.
Oh, I get that. So AWM in the chat says, I just want to know why humans are the only creatures who have homosexual or lesbian feelings. Why do animals not have that? I think they do have that.
Yeah, that's actually false. You can watch it a lot. You literally Google gay animals and you'll see animals fucking. Oh shit. Not screwing. Is that an appropriate word?
I mean, you're not wrong. I've seen a lot of videos recently, even Information Overload did a video maybe a month or two ago. Like they discovered a new gay animal, so it's like it's not common, I guess, in the animal species, but it's a thing that they're discovering more now.
I mean, humans are just the only animals that discriminate. No tiger judges a tiger differently because it's orange with black stripes instead of black with orange stripes. Whether it's race or anything, humans are the only ones to discriminate.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing. Like, as much as people don't like to discriminate, I think we're born with what we're taught, right? Like, if you're taught to believe the sky was pink, if every single day your parents told you the sky was pink, you're gonna believe the sky is pink. Yeah. Like, you're gonna believe it. I mean, technically, I've heard in theory that the sky is blue because it's every other color but blue. That's what I've heard. I don't know how accurate that statement is.
It's a stupid explanation, but like the sun, or what's called blue, is the bounciest color, or something like that. So when the sun rays hit the earth, blue just bounces around more.
Yeah,
and that makes the sky blue.
Yeah, but like if your parents every day told you the sky, like you look out the window, that sky, you look out there, it's pink, right? Like, and if every time you were told for let's say 10 years and you didn't have to interact with society, right? Let's say I was a homeschooled kid, and my parents told me the sky was pink, and all of a sudden years later I go out into the real world and I'm like, wow, the sky looks cool, it's pink at this. Well, I mean, the sky kind of does have a hue of pink when the sun's setting or whatever.
That's true.
But, what happened?
I said true. Yeah,
so I guess it's a bad example. Let's say green.
No, that's a good example. I know what you mean.
But I feel like, if all of a sudden I left society and I was telling everybody, look at the green sky, they'd be like, dude, what is wrong with you, right? But I was taught that way. So for me to kind of break out of the norms is like, if I went up to everybody and said the sky is green and everybody's like, it's blue, then eventually I'd start believing, hey, it's blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if anybody hits a gay person, it's 100% what it's taught. I doubt it's in human nature to hate a gay person.
Yeah, you're right. You're not just taught. Yeah, you're right. You're not just taught to hate people. I mean, maybe some parents teach you that way, but for me, like my whole reason, for hating gay people was all backed on religion, right? And just because I was so stretched into that, I didn't kind of, make my own, thoughts and choices and beliefs and whatever. I didn't come up with my own reason. And then when I couldn't, it literally bothered me, right? I'm like, I literally just thought about it and pondered what was, happening. And I'm like, oh, I can't hate this guy. I don't know why I hate him, right? And then after that, I'm like, okay, I don't hate gay people, right? But it took that to really change. So.
Yeah. Hit an end point of talking here. I don't know what else to talk about.
Yeah. I haven't had anything to talk about for this.
Eric, you can't relate?
No, not really. I'm atheist, so I don't have the belief of hating them for no reason.
Fair point.
So I guess that's it for me. That's what I was telling you, Bubble Chub. But I seriously, I'm not included in this, so I have no idea exactly like anything.
Well, you could have jumped in at any point.
With just like random fact. Well, I believe that you're wrong for no reason. Yeah. It wouldn't make any sense, but yeah, I'm just enjoying.
I mean, you could have
knowledge.
agreed or just like whatever.
Clearly, people were enjoying the conversation.
Instead
but
of just
possibly a
sitting
lot
in
of
silence for 30 minutes.
I'm building in silence, I guess.
I think people are enjoying the conversation just by the views.
Can
That
I ask a question about Legos?
Yeah.
go ahead.
Why Legos instead of like any of like, for example, Minecraft?
Yeah.
Why
Visual aspect. You can see it.
visual?
You can touch it.
So you like to stand
Yeah.
over it and
Yeah, you have it in your possession, not on Minecraft. So it's just that's the main reason, you know. But
it's physical.
yeah. Yeah.
That's
I feel
weird,
like
though.
a lot of people like Lego. I know you're not in the Lego community. You're more like in the, let's see, would I say rant community, Bubba Chop?
Rant community. How dare you?
Commentary?
I would say gaming. F it.
Gaming? Okay. Why am I getting text messages? What the hell? Come on. Okay, let's mute him. Sorry, brick by brick.
Where is
so he's texting me right now.
Why is he not in here?
I
He would
have no idea.
opinions. I should text him. Tell him
Yeah,
tell him
Jeff is very
Can I ask another question? In this one, just tell me if you don't want to talk about it. But what did you and Jacker have drama over?
So for me, from my perspective, I've never had drama with Just a Kid That Rants. The issue I've had with Just a Kid That Rants is, and this is Just a Kid That Rants, if you're watching this is nothing against you. And he already knows I don't hate him, right?
Yeah, please clarify that, because
yeah.
he'll say something when they're talking about me on stream.
The thing is, like, for me, it's like I've called out Just a Kid That Rants in DMs. Like, I feel like the only issue that I have with Just a Kid That Rants is he is obsessed with Ryan. And I've told him that.
Ryan being MNR, right?
Yeah, yep.
I mean, I've even told him that. A lot of people think that. I think 8, 9, 10 videos now about MNR. It's ridiculous.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah, and a lot of times I don't even know what starts it. And I know a few times though that Jacker says that MNR started it because he mentioned Jacker on stream. That's not restarting beef. Mentioning that it happened is not, restarting anything.
Yeah.
But,
I've never hated like Just a Kid That Rants. I can't say he's a friend. He's not an enemy either. He's more of an acquaintance, right? Ryan has been my friend for the last 2 years, right?
I've never met him.
He's a nice kid. Like, at least I think he's nice. Like I said, it's kind of all based on opinion. The only thing that I've had with Just a Kid That Rants is he's made a few rants. He made a rant on me before, right? I kicked him off a stream, but he started playing music or whatever. On one of my live streams, and I feel like that's the only issue that
that's completely reasonable. That's a completely reasonable reason to get kicked off of a stream.
Yeah. And so he made a rant on me, and the funny thing is, I am subbed to him, right? I didn't notice about the rant until like 6 months later. I'm like, I didn't even notice this, but I have nothing against him. I feel like none of us do. He did come after Ryan, right? And I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time where you take something and you overdo it. Like, I never dislike any of his videos, even if I disagree with them, because he has a way of he has a way of making a video. Like, example, he did a video on abortion, right? I think abortion is wrong, but like, he made the video good. He made it funny, right? He made it entertaining.
Entertaining, yeah.
Yeah, he got his point across. So I can't hate on him because I disagree with it, right? I've never disliked one of his videos. Even the rant video he made on me, I liked that video. I thumbs up the crap out of that.
Same. I liked the rant video that he made on me too.
Yeah. So I don't have an issue with him. The thing that I didn't like is when he came after my friends. Like he went after Eric, he went after Collecting, he went after Ryan, right? I'm like, why did he do that, right? Especially with the whole, like, I know he hates Ryan, but he went after Eric and collecting, and I'm like, I can't agree with that, right? That was the only part in the whole, like, rant thing that bothered me, but I felt like, I'm like, especially after Eric, right? I'm like, what did Eric do wrong? Like, I know Eric
What
has
did he
kind
do
of
wrong?
been, what happened?
What did he do wrong? What
That's
did he actually
something,
think he did wrong?
yeah,
The
that's
main
what I was
thing-
confused.
Yeah.
The main thing that I think it was is because I didn't invite him to a stream with Just Too Good. He wanted to talk to Just Too Good, so he was going through me to talk to him, and I said no, Just Too Good doesn't have enough time. And then I guess Just Too Good, spread it out, stayed for a little bit longer, so he got angry at me for that. And
Which
that's
is such a stupid reason to get mad at somebody.
Yeah,
He was
so-
told no and he freaked out.
yeah. So
You just gotta
that's
deal
the
with
main reason.
That's why when he came after me on social media, I was like, hell no, get in a fucking Discord get in a Discord call and we'll talk about it there. Where it's not gonna be a thing where it's tons of videos and back and forth videos or anything like that. And the drama was sorted immediately
Yeah.
when I confronted him. And well, it was I had 2 different incidents with him because there was the first time where I was part of a YouTube group with him, then I left the group and he got mad because I was like involved in a lot of things in that group, and to automatically just leave, it would have ended a lot of things. And the second time I called him a bad word in one of my videos and he didn't like it. And the second time is where he actually made the video on me. He actually made the rant on me. And that video is still up, but I went to him a few days ago and I asked if he was going to take it down, knowing that there's misinformation in it, and he said that he's going to make a video clearing things up.
Jeez, he's got to make more content for it.
I mean, I never realized that, but yeah, you're right. He's just making another video. And I asked him if he wanted to make the video clearing things up a collab, because that would make sense to have both of us in it, so we could agree and disagree on things. And he wouldn't do it. He would not do a collab with me.
Holy crap.
What?
Oh, all of a sudden I heard fireworks. I'm like, oh, shoot. That threw me off.
Tomorrow's the 4th of July.
That is true.
And again, what is he mad at M&R for? What did M&R do? Just
the thing is, I wish I could say I fully know. Like, I've seen a lot of back and forth, right? I look at it like this. Ryan is my friend. Just the Kid That Rants is my acquaintance, right? I can't say he's a friend, but I literally, like, I respect the kid's videos. Like, he puts a lot of effort into his videos. So, like, even if he goes after me or if he says something I disagree on, I respect him. I have that mutual respect, or I mean, hopefully we have mutual respect. I have that respect for him that, that he makes good content, even if I disagree with the topic. Like, he puts effort in his videos. That being said, and he knows I said this, I've called him out on this too. He is obsessed with Ryan. There's nothing that I've called, like, every time he makes a post about Ryan, I'm like, dude, like, let it go, bro. Like, let it go.
yeah, because like, is M&R even responding at this point, or Ryan?
Not anymore. No, Ryan's not responding
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. So I don't understand the point. Like, a few days ago, didn't he make a video about M&R's Twitter?
Yeah,
Completely
and
unprovoked.
he made that, I think, a couple weeks ago. The thing is, he didn't know the full situation to that, or the full, like, context to that, because Ryan didn't go publicly and explain the whole context. Now, like me, I know the full context of why Ryan made that post, right? Just the Kid That Rants doesn't know why he made the post. So, that kind of, changes thing. Also, recently, and Just the Kid That Rants, like I said, if you're watching this again, I'm not talking crap about you, I'm just saying facts. He made a post saying that Ryan had done something to a girl and that he had proof, right? And I said, dude, you're making up stuff. Or he said he had somebody that could prove it, like, And I said, what's the person's name? And he gave me a first name, right? I said, what's the last name? He wouldn't tell me, right? And so I reached out to Ryan against my will, and I asked him what happened. And he's like, dude, I don't even know what the heck you're talking about, right? And I know Ryan won't lie to me. Ryan's a friend of mine. Like, I trust Ryan. And so maybe there's some bias there, but, like, here's the thing. And I told Just the Kid That Rants this, right? I said, good-looking people and this is why people think I'm gay, and not like I said, nothing against it. I said good-looking people can be jerks to women and be fine with it. I'm like, that's how society is, right?
Sure.
You know, if a unattractive person is mean to a female, well, the female's going to put you in your place. You know, if a good-looking person is a jerk, you know, then people are going to overlook it. And that's what I was telling him. Like, hey, let's say that is true, right? I said, what do you expect, right? I mean, if somebody's good-looking, you know, do you expect them to be nice, right? And so, it's I don't know, it's just life. Like he doesn't have a reason to continue on with the drama because Ryan's not addressing it anymore, but it's something that he's obsessed with because here's the thing, and this is what I will say. Just the Kid That Rants was a huge Ryan fanboy. He's a huge Just Too Good fanboy,
yeah.
and he was a huge Ryan fanboy. So if your idol kind of lets you down or doesn't give you the attention you need, sometimes people rebel, and that was something that happened. So
I agree with that. And I know one thing that like bothers me a lot is Jactor says that Ryan threatened to SWAT him.
yeah.
Which that's completely untrue. Ryan said that he would send the police to Jactor's house after Jactor threatened to murder him, which is a completely different thing from swatting.
And you got that 100%. And I've never agreed with Just a Kid That Rants with that. And he this is why I knew he was exaggerating things for views, because he made a post saying like, hey, Ryan, or he messaged me and he said, hey, Ryan threatened to swat me, I'm scared, right? He said that after I responded to his post about the swatting. And I said, okay, dude, then just stop, right? And then he went on to post like, Ryan, I'm going to make a video on you or something to that extent, right? And I'm like, dude, if I'm scared somebody's going to swat me, I'm not going to make a video on them. Like, if I was genuinely afraid. So he was kind of just spitting whatever bullcrap so people, you know, would kind of buy into it.
Which I feel like it's common knowledge that what swatting is, and it's very hard to get them confused. So I feel like it definitely is exaggerated more than just a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Or ignorance.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
That's why
I mean,
I honestly don't even watch the video. I don't watch the Jactor videos anymore. I unsubscribed to Jactor, well, for one, just because of the type of content he makes, and also because me and him are getting close to get together in subs, and I don't want him to beat me.
Oh, that's funny.
Because that'll hurt my feelings.
I occasionally watch his content because, like, his content's always like really different. I can't say I'm a fan. Well, you know what? I like some of his stuff, right? I disagree with a lot of, like, I say I disagree with like 90% of everything he says, but he still does a good job with making a point. And just because I disagree with somebody, I'm not gonna unsub to them, you know. So the thing is, like, the reason he's still doing this is he's a Ryan fanboy, and he knows Ryan will respond, because I know, like, on his rant video, he went after Just Too Good too. The first one where he said like Just Too Good's this. He said, hey, I don't want to be your friend anymore, right? One of his videos. He went after Just Too Good. I remember back in the day, and I don't hate Just a Kid That Rants, but back in the day I did, because when we do our Patreon calls, he was a little Just Too Good fanboy, and nobody else got to talk during the Patreon calls. Like, we'd talk for like a minute or two. And then the other like 30 minutes to 45 minutes was just a Kid That Rants fanboying or Just Too Good. Or asking him questions. Yeah. So, like, clearly he's butthurt. And this is, like I said.
Mm-hmm. So it was a thing where, like, you got someone into a call for like 1 to 2 minutes, but Jactor wouldn't leave, and you couldn't kick him out or anything. So he stayed for like 30 minutes.
No, so it was like a group call, right? So it was like a group call for about an hour, right? But during that time, when everybody else tried to talk to Just Too Good, Just the Kid That Rants would talk for like 40 minutes, right? Nobody else could ask a question. Literally, Just Too Good would have to say, hey, guys, hey, BFAB, do you have anything you want to say? Or, hey, Falcon fan, do you have anything you want to say? And,
that's
like, so the reason he's upset about it, right, and the reason he won't let it go is because he was a fanboy. I'm saying, like, he's a fanboy of Just Too Good. The thing is, Just Too
he's
Good
butthurt. Just say that he's butthurt.
Yeah, he's butthurt. The thing is, Just Too Good did not respond to one of his videos. Ryan, you know, like when he did the live streams, and like there was a lot of his fans showing up, Just a Kid That Rants fans showing up. Ryan responded, right? He got the reaction out of Ryan, so he kept milking the Ryan thing. If Just Too Good would have given him a response too, Because just
He would
because
have
it's in
responded
he
absolutely.
would have he would have totally just kept milking. And the thing is, he is sad that somebody he looked up to, kind of threw him to the curb, right?
Well, like
That's
as
why
you describe it, though, Jack's sort of I don't know how to say it, over. I don't want to say overstepped his bounds because that seems really weird, but you know what I mean with Just Too Good and talking for 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it was just basically like we all paid to get in a Patreon call. We were all paying $20 a month, right? And
Oh
all
my
it
God,
was
yeah.
was him talking for like 90% of the time, if not 90% of the time. Sometimes a little less, but like it was funny. Like Just Too Good could totally back me up on this. Literally, Just Too Good to be like, "Hey, BFAB, hey Falcon fan, hey this. Do you guys have anything to say?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and I'd speak for 5 minutes, and then Just a Kid That Rants would cut me off, and I'm like, okay. So for a while, I hated the kid, right? That was during that time. But, eventually I say, like, he's an acquaintance. I can't say he's a friend. He is, but I have nothing against him.
Yeah, and I know because I do talk to him once in a while. Jactor right now, most currently, is actually he's somewhat moving on to like a film career. Like he's making a movie currently.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the stuff for that.
So I know that he's always been interested in that. I remember when he left his channel, he said he was leaving to maybe like start working on a script.
No, he was leaving to go work on a show called Tooniverse, and that was one of the projects that I was part of on the YouTube group that I was a part of before I left it. And when I left it, I was the lead animator for that show.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't animate it anymore, and that's a reason why Jack got mad at me because that entire show had to end because I didn't animate it anymore because I left.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's now working on a different film.
He has, here's the thing. If he and I always tell him this, because I try to give him advice because I'm like, dude, just end the stuff with Ryan, right? And he never wants to. And I've told him this because, like, I feel like he's younger, right? And I'm not trying to, throw shade at anybody for being younger, but I'm saying, like, he doesn't seem to grasp the concept of how desperate it's coming off as.
Yeah.
Right? But I always tell him, like, hey, dude, just stop, man. Use your talent for something else, not to make 50 videos on Ryan.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's the community's fault because the community will say, "Oh, this video is so good," but they won't say why. It's not good because of what's said in the video or anything. It's the video itself. The entertainment value is good. So people like Jacker think that he's doing good by continuously going after Ryan. But if you actually talk to any member of his fan base like I have, everybody feels like he's milking him over.
Yeah. Yeah,
everyone does.
He totally is. But, at the end of the day, like, do I hate Just a Kid That Rants? No. Do I think he's talented? Heck yeah. Do I agree with what he does? No. Like, if somebody makes really good videos and really high quality videos and puts a lot of effort to it, I'm gonna, even if they make a video on somebody I think I respect, like Ryan's a friend, Ryan I respect like crazy. Like, even when he made the rants on Ryan, I'm like, this video, at least he did a good job putting it together, right? His points I don't agree with, but he put a lot of effort into it. That's all I can say.
Eric, you're just remaining quiet through all of the discussions.
What happened?
I don't have much to say.
You're just staying quiet in every single discussion we have.
Well,
I feel like Eric doesn't want another rant video on him.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
I'm not. I had never even tried to make a rant, possible on me, but it just happened. Like, we just talked about it, and I was just defending myself. I was only defending myself every time. I was never saying anything bad, I believe,
But the reason I don't mind talking about it is because everything I'm saying now I've already told him, right? I'm not scared to hide my opinion when I've already told him that. They're like, hey, dude, I think you're milking the Ryan thing. I don't think you're doing this. I think you're doing that. He's like, how? Or, no, I'm not. Or something like that, all right? And so I don't have anything against him. Like, he's always been decent with me. I mean, he did make a rant video on me. And he did go, dislike my video 15 times when I didn't join his stream one day on time exactly. I'm like, hey, I'll join. And I'm like, actually, I can't do it. I got busy. All of a sudden, my video's flooded with 15 dislikes. And I'm like, this has never happened. He clearly did. I asked him. He's like, no, it wasn't me. I'm like, oh,
Which
bullcrap.
is, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that's bullcrap. Literally, I didn't show up to your stream when I said I would, and I gave you like 2 hours of notice, like, hey, I can't do it today. And
What stream was it? Do you know?
it was like a Hangouts Discord call thing. And he tried to get me to, say something about Ryan, right? I eventually ended up joining after I saw my video at 15 dislikes. I'm like, okay, I'll make time for it, right? And I called him out on it. He denied it. And I'm like, I'm not stupid. I know he did it.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, because like literally, I leave, and he has a bunch of accounts, right? He like I say no to something, all of a sudden one of my videos like gets 15 dislikes literally within like 5 minutes. I've never had that happen before, so I'm like, he's pissed off about it. So then I joined the call later on that day, and he tries to get me to say something about Ryan. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that, because it's not true. And yeah, that's kind of how everything went down. But like I said, Ryan's a talented creator. Just a Kid That Rants is a talented creator. I disagree with a lot of things. Sorry?
What's called? I don't watch Ryan.
Understandable, because I know you're not looking.
It's honestly interesting though, because how I met Eric, or I don't want to say came across Eric's world was through Dexter's videos. But then I watched Eric's world and I ended up enjoying his content.
Oh, thanks, man.
And I just stayed subscribed. So I've been subscribed since the the first few rants videos started coming out.
Thanks.
See, Eric, that helps. I guess we need more rants from you, Eric.
Yay!
Spread awareness.
Fake drama.
Everyone in the community is just craving for drama at the moment. Everyone's just bloodthirsty for some reason. If you've noticed it in your community too.
Yeah, they are.
Someone's just, I don't know why, but everyone is just bloodthirsty right now.
I used to really like drama stuff, and a lot of my old videos were like going after Lego YouTubers. But then I don't care anymore,
I used to be more of a ranting channel. I think I have 20 some rant videos on my channel, which is a stupid amount to make. And looking back, it was years ago. I regret it. Yeah, I have 23. I just looked at the playlist. It's all just so pathetic and so petty.
Yeah.
None of them are good reasons to make a video on there's very few reasons to make a video on somebody, but none of the videos that I made are good reasons to make a video on someone. And it's weird because I've ruined friendships because obviously, if you make a video on a YouTube channel, people put a lot of time into their videos and into their career and their selves as entertainers. And for you to bash it, it's hard to stay friends with that person after that person bashed your entire, hours of work or, just weeks and weeks of work.
Yeah.
And I've ruined handfuls of friendships over really pitiful reasons. I don't know.
I've acted impulsively and ranted on people. Like, they call me out and I get angry and I make a whole rant video on them. And I've always regretted doing it. There are some times where I feel like I have to call out people, right? But it's like, I don't really do that stuff anymore. But I'm like, I might be angry in the moment, but I sit back and I think to myself, like, by making this video, what does it get me, right? And when I can do that, that's when I realize, like, hey, I'm not actually that angry over this. And then I don't end up making a video. So
I've definitely gotten to the point where somebody's made me mad, and I'll literally record a rant video, but in editing, I'll just not end up uploading it because I realize how stupid it is.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a good thing about humans. Like, sometimes we realize, hey, we're doing something stupid, and we stop,
That's why primarily, if I have a problem with somebody now, my primary way of doing it is to get them in a call. I just call them. And probably because I had this drama with this one guy, and things like 5 videos I made about him, which is a huge amount, but every single one he would reply in the comments. And it got to the point where I got him into a Hangouts call, and we sorted it out in an hour.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It's just hours and hours of, I don't want to say hours, but hours of content in these 5 rant videos and all of the comments that he responded with, and the drama could be resolved in an hour in a call. And that really spoke to me.
Yeah.
And that's my primary way of solving drama now, is just to get somebody in a call.
You got it. Yeah. I mean, so here's the thing. Recently, somebody made a video on me called "Brother from Another Brick is Dumb." And so I watched the video, and I realized the reason the kid made the video was because I was ignoring him because one of my moderators blocked him on my channel. But he clearly said something or did some self-promotion type crap, and I usually have people banned for that. So he made a video saying that I always ignore him. Well, the thing is, I never saw him, right? You ban somebody off your thing, you can't see them on your live streams. So he made this whole rant video on me because he, like, in one of the YouTubers' chats, he's like, "BFAB is, stupid," or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of like started mocking him in the chat. And so he dropped that video, and then I commented on the video saying, "Dude, I never blocked you. I don't know who you are. Sorry." And the kid actually took it well and said sorry. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know it was that simple.
That's what I mean, where it's amazing where all you gotta do is talk to somebody. And I wish I realized that so many years ago.
Yeah.
It's just like, imagine, again, I said 5 or 23 rant videos in my playlist. Just imagine what those 23 other videos could have been.
Yeah. You're
the
right.
thing that's also weird about it is that the rant videos got really high amounts of views. But also thinking back, you got to think, is it people actually watching it, or is it yourself and the other guy just rewatching it 50 times?
That too, or like people just love
Because,
drama. People are drawn into drama,
Yeah.
Like every time I see a drama video, if I don't watch your video for 10 years and a drama video pops up, I'm watching it, right? Like, I don't like being a part of it, but I like kind of sitting on the outskirts and looking at what happened.
Definitely. I see what you mean by that. I'm tired all of a sudden. Let's get into a discussion that Eric can join in on, because he's just quiet.
Eric, are you still alive?
Yes, I am.
How did
you start a discussion topic, Eric?
I'll mute myself for like 5 minutes, so then Eric can come up with something.
5 minutes later. I seriously have no idea. I'm just tired as well. Like, I'm super tired. Yesterday was
What time is it where you are?
10:38.
Oh shit, same here. Oh well, you live in Pennsylvania, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're above me. I live in Virginia, so the same time zone.
Yeah, I used to live in Florida. I like Florida.
Florida has hurricanes.
It's not too bad. I like it though.
Have you seen? It was a trailer released a few days ago where it's like a horror movie with the alligators or crocodiles or something.
Crawlers, I think.
Yeah, crawlers.
Crawlers. Yeah.
I can't wait to actually see that, because that resonates with me. I'm terrified of like alligators and crocodiles for some reason, which is weird because I've only seen a few of them, but you just gotta imagine how scary like alligators are.
I've seen.
Because the thing is, like with sharks, they don't, like, you always hear that, they only kill 12 people a year and they don't even like eating humans. Alligators don't care. Alligators will mess you up for looking at them sideways.
Yeah.
And I mean mess you up, because like if you ever watch an alligator kill someone, they'll grab you, like spin 30 times and just rip it off. It's insane.
Yeah.
Alligators are just terrifying. And you got they're huge. They can go on land and they can go in the water, where if it's a shark, you can just get out of the water.
Yeah, it's pretty
Bears,
crazy.
I think. What?
I've had at least I'd say 5 baby alligators behind my house.
And, you're insane.
And some have come up right next to the fence back there, and we came close, but called in the animal guys to come in and shoot them on sight. So, is
there any legal thing to that where like you're not allowed to shoot them, or?
We can't shoot them. Animal control can do it unless we're threatened by them. They're running at you. Oh, geez, I'm losing my voice. They're running at you, and then you can shoot them if you have the gun. Defend yourself in a way.
That's, I guess, because it was an endangered species at one point, or it still is. I don't know.
Oh, I have no idea. I think Everglades has like thousands of them. I think we're okay with alligators.
Yeah, I don't think they're not too much of a problem in Virginia. What about bears?
Bears?
If you think about it,
Well,
bears are like literally all terrain. They can run so quickly. They can swim. They can climb trees, which is terrifying. So, like, if you're in the woods and you're walking, you see a bear, and that bear wants you for lunch, you're dead.
yeah,
There's
I've never seen a bear. I hope to see one day, but hopefully not at the end of its paw. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. I've also swam with baby sharks before.
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. People swim with sharks and stuff. The sharks aren't that scary.
I didn't know about it though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if people were ever that scared of sharks before, like Jaws or anything like that. Because I know that Jaws just completely made people terrified of the ocean.
Yeah, I haven't really seen Jaws in a very long time, but I'm not too afraid of sharks. I
I've
just
never even seen Jaws. Jaws is out of my generation.
well, you can still watch it though.
Well, yeah, you're right, but kind of, because a movie like that that's just so old is just depreciates so much. I'm not saying like old movies aren't good, like not like all old movies are trash or anything. There still are good old movies, but it's just crap quality in a 43 aspect ratio, and
Yeah,
it's
the
stale
technology that they
sometimes.
have had at the time, So that's the same
Yeah,
with like Star Wars. Like if I were to watch Clone Wars or not Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, I think it's called, episode
yeah.
2. I'm just like, geez, the quality
That
of the
one, yeah, but
clones.
that's literally like the worst one. I think. I think that's
Yeah,
worse than the Phantom Menace. Is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
yeah,
Episode 3 is not that bad. That's still the best prequels. Episode
yeah.
3.
That's what I'm saying. Like the middle one, is pretty bad. But if you were to watch like some of the older ones, let's see, or not Star Wars, but just any other film, you're like, oh yeah,
The
that was
original Star Wars I can still watch. I think they're just that timeless, and they're charming to me for some reason.
yeah,
And they're not like the effects still hold up pretty good because when you use practical effects like that, it's kind of hard to make it not that timeless because like with CGI is always changing and evolving. So what looked good back then looks terrible now.
yeah.
And that's where you get like with Jar Jar Binks, he looks terrible and he's not that good of a character, but the CGI was just always off.
Yeah, it's like Toy Story as well. Toy Story 1. Jeez, look back at it now. Like if you're trying to get
I bet it looks terrible. And now you got
yes,
Toy Story 4 coming out where you can put them side by side and it's insane.
yeah,
It's,
exactly.
and it's something that I think is interesting as well. The reason it was Toy Stories is because when they tried to design humans, the humans just ended up like looking plasticky. So they just made the movie about toys.
Yeah,
Um,
pretty interesting concept though. But it's probably not gonna last too long. I don't think this is going to get as many box office hits as people think. And I'm pretty sure I heard bad reviews from some people.
oh, you think Toy Story 4 is going to flop?
I think they're going to make their money back, make somewhat of a profit, but probably not in like $1 billion, not like the others, Marvel and such.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why did they make a fourth movie? It doesn't make any sense.
I know, just try to milk it as much as possible before the people die, the voice actors die.
That's
You
dark.
they're pretty old.
A studio like that would probably just replace the voice actors.
I know. It's like
Disney
Mark Hamill as Chucky now. It's pretty interesting. He is actually seems like a pretty nice voice actor for that. But the only thing I don't like about the new Chucky is like the design for the Chucky doll. I think I would have liked it more as a doll itself instead of like more. I think it looks at least CGI in a way.
I want something original from Hollywood. That's what I
Yeah.
just want something more original. It's all remakes now. It's all remakes, reboots, or sequels.
Yeah.
It's like there's nothing original anymore.
Or also just like using the concept of one
Yeah,
movie and
using the
changing up a
concept.
bit. John Y, welcome, and Kim Hey, welcome. Wow, cute, awesome Lego. Thanks. Let's see. Jaws, a lot like Jurassic Park, will never become a dated. It's a worldwide masterpiece.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's scenes in it that are good and iconic, but it's hard to watch because it's so old now.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely agree that some films are timeless. Like, in my opinion, Star Wars is timeless. There's a charm to it, and it's in the Library of Congress because it's timeless. And again, Jaws is sort of. I just gotta keep saying that it's outdated.
Yeah. They should make a new one.
I'll make a remake of Jaws. Well, they made like The Meg.
Yeah.
Which I did get a chance to see The Meg and
same, but I knew what happened because YouTube, obviously. YouTube shows everything.
Actually, the one shark movie that I did end up getting scared about is I don't remember what number it was, but 20. I think it was, 47 meters down. Oh, I love that one. And that one actually scares me because I'd be more scared of like being trapped at the bottom of the ocean. The sharks weren't the scariest thing. It was being trapped at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
and like running out of air.
I gotta watch that. Like I started it, but never finished it.
I think it's on Netflix or something.
Yeah, I believe so. So probably see if I can watch that.
I got a huge list of films I need to watch on Netflix. I know that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is on Netflix.
Yeah, it is really good. BFAB and I had the same opinions starting off before watching it, but then we both liked it.
Which I guess that's an example of a. Well, I can't say that it's an original film because it has Spider-Man in it, but you know what I mean. It looks different.
Yeah,
the animation style and everything.
Bringing in Miles because I don't think they've used Miles before.
Because I watched a whole video essay about this. All like a lot of 3D animated movies just look the same. Like they have the exact same art style. You very rarely see 3D movies diverge from a certain art style. Like movies like Into the Spider-Verse do that, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I hope they make like another one of that. I think that'd be interesting with that art style.
Definitely.
My experience with 47 meters down was ruined simply because I watched it with a headache.
I think they actually, come to think of it, the ending of that movie kind of sucked. I don't like movies that end once the people get out of the thing. I think my favorite ending, and it's weird because I think it's coming more, and actually I think it's coming less and less used. I'm not entirely sure, but where it like skips forward 10 years or just a certain amount of time. A time skip at the end, and you can see what happens to all the characters. I think that's a good way. I know regular showing it that way. Dragon Ball Z ended that way. It's definitely a weird one, but I don't know.
I think Chowder did that. If you know what Chowder is.
Chowder? I know what Chowder is. Did they really do a time skip at the end of that show?
Yeah, they had him holding a note or something for 20 years, I think, and it just skipped to 20 years later, and he's got to find a sous chef now or something like that.
I didn't watch the ending of Chowder. I didn't even know the show had an ending. I thought it got canceled or just stopped before there was a finale.
Yeah, I think that was the season finale for it. I think they ran out of ideas or something like that.
I know Gumball, The Amazing World of Gumball, that just ended, and people are just hating the ending of it.
I never got into that show.
Well, basically, just imagine how many episodes it has in it and how loved it is. And it ends with a cliffhanger because they think that they're going to get a movie. It's not even 100% confirmed they're getting a movie. But they think that they might get a movie.
It's crazy that Teen Titans Go got a movie.
Like, are they getting 2 now or multiple?
Yeah, I think there was another one coming out.
But I actually like the jokes in the. I haven't seen it, but like the jokes from the trailer, I really liked it. And it's kind of upsetting that Stan Lee, Stan Lee was in it as a cameo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, aren't they getting another movie where like they battle the original Teen Titans or something?
Yeah, that's the only cool part about it.
Which, if you look at it, the animation of the original Teen Titans just looks so terrible. I mean, props on them for trying, but it's so weird. I remember years ago when they announced Teen Titans Go, and everyone was just so excited, and then they revealed what it actually was, and everyone was just so let down.
I gotta start watching Young Justice again. I think it's come back. I think
Oh, yeah,
it's on
Young
I love
I
that
remember.
back in the day.
I remember watching it as a kid. I remember missing a few episodes, and eventually I used to watch it like every week it came out, but I just stopped because I missed a few episodes and nothing made sense to me anymore. It just got so serious.
They
Yeah.
have it on the DC streaming service, and I just remembered a few more episodes came out today or yesterday. I think on the
Of Young
2nd.
Justice?
Yeah,
Share
Young
with us.
Justice. What happened?
I've been doing a rewatch of Adventure Time, and I've enjoyed it a lot. I never realized how good that show was until I rewatched it.
I've never really been into that. I mean, but I might need to try to watch it, see if it's any.
It's pretty funny. I've also
Agreed.
watched Over the Garden Wall, which that was more of a miniseries. That's actually a masterpiece, Over the Garden Wall. It was like a 10-episode miniseries. You guys remember it?
I've never heard of it. No.
No, I never.
It was on the Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It's
stopped
interesting.
watching Cartoon Network, Disney, Nickelodeon probably like 6 years ago or 7.
What do you watch now? Any like on TV?
I watch adult shows, not
It's
like
like
adult, but
Discovery and all that
no.
shit.
I'm not a grandpa, so
All
I
right.
don't watch those.
Okay, so that's what I meant. Like, what's the range here?
NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox.
Okay.
I think
So
those
like
are
the actual adult stuff, you don't watch the old man stuff, which is what I don't watch the in between stuff. It's either kid shows or murder shows, or ghost shows.
Yeah.
That's it. Our shows about on the Crazy History Channel.
Yeah, I think as I was a kid, I watched history more than now I watch it. I love history, but I'm not into just like watching a random show.
I remember I was watching the History Channel one day, and it started off as a documentary about whales, and slowly transitioned into mermaids being real. And for the longest time, I thought that mermaids were real because the documentary explained it so well.
It'd be really awesome if the city of Atlantis was actually real. That would be
Probably
really
is.
cool.
You know how much people are not going to care when it gets discovered, though?
Have you seen the new Godzilla?
God, no.
Oh, darn.
Is it better than the original?
In a
Is
way,
it different?
yeah. Like Atlantis was in there, so I liked it because of that.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. So
I think Atlantis is a cool concept and like how much it's stuck around over the years. Like people just can't get over the fact that there's a hidden city somewhere.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it would be awesome to see see something like that actually be real. But like everyone's dead because it's underwater. Because they're not like
Well, would it be like the thing with Pompeii? Pompeii was like hidden for like the longest time under like ash or some crap like that until it was finally discovered and now it's being dug up. And I bet like that was sort of like another Atlantis. People talking about, oh, there was this terrible incident and Pompeii exists and nobody could find it until they finally found it.
Yeah.
Because it was covered in ash.
CAWM, thanks for coming. Eric watches the stock exchange. I don't even know how you can watch that.
And like you would still have bodies though. Like with Pompeii, people were preserved in ash.
Yeah.
I guess you would still have the skeletons or whatever if it does get discovered. And I would also like, how would the territory of it work? So like, let's say, where's like the most famous location for it might be?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think it's Sicily. It might be Sicily. In Sicily.
I don't know where Sicily is. I'm uneducated.
It's just like right below it, the Italy boot. It's just like at the tip of the boot.
So would it belong, like what country would it belong to?
Italy.
If it has a whole bunch of riches and everything as well. I don't know.
I think it would just be Italy.
Italy get a lot of money from tourist attractions after that.
Yeah. Wait, what are we talking about now?
Atlantis.
Oh, Atlantis. Oh, I thought we were talking about Pompeii. Okay, so Atlantis. I think that's Greece. I think I think that's where they think it is, but I've heard
Okay,
that
so then the country of Greece would get it.
Yeah, like I think it was at like somewhere in Greece or something like that.
And it'd be a very popular tourist attraction.
Yeah.
How shocking would it be if like Atlantis was off the coast of America?
It would be crazy if there was another continent and it's just like right in the middle of Atlantis, or in Atlantic. Or Atlantic.
Oh shit, maybe we just made a scientific discovery. Maybe instead of the land of Atlantis or the city of Atlantis, it was the continent in the Atlantic Ocean. Boom.
All right, I'm looking up Atlantis right now, see where it was or supposed to
I mean,
be.
like, if Atlantis actually became discovered, would you go to it?
Yeah, I'd say.
Well, the thing is, like, they wouldn't even let you on the ground because it'd be just such a historic site, too.
Oh yeah, I was right. Greece. So.
But
Greece.
then again, like the pyramids of Egypt, they let you around the pyramids of Egypt. They just don't let you on them.
Yeah, it'd be cool to climb that. Get all the way to the top.
There were people. There was a guy that climbed it. He climbed down. He got arrested immediately.
Yeah. Welcome, Nerdbrick 101. Thank you so much for coming.
If you've ever seen pictures of it, it's really fascinating because the pyramids were left alone. But if you look, it's just surrounded by like city, like modern day-ish city, and it just looks really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's weird to think as well as like how long the civilization of like Egypt has lasted. I mean, like I'm sure it's different nowadays, but like the fact that Egypt existed back when Rome was a thing. Same with Greece, I think.
That's out of
the
Minecraft. Jeez.
the UK has been around for that long. How old is the UK?
Really old, but it during the Roman time, I think they were just barbarians.
Yeah,
Or not.
they
Another
weren't
word.
completely barbarians. I know what you mean, though.
Another word for that. I forget what it is. You know, just like a lot of tribes or something up there, and then they later became more powerful after Rome came in and just like kind of helped them out in a way, but then they pushed them back and used their type of technology in a way to kind of put themselves in the sea.
I always thought it was fascinating as well, like just how much the British Empire owned, and now they're nothing. Now they're an island.
Yeah, well, they still kind of own quite a bit with being the monarch over Canada,
That's
Australia,
true.
and New Zealand. So they kind of like rule those in a way, and they also help out India. So they're part of India in a way right now.
Yeah, sun never sets in the British Empire because they also have like islands. They own like islands in the middle
Yeah,
of
they
the
got
ocean.
a lot of islands, British Islands or British Indies or whatever it's called.
I think Antarctica is also really weird. I mean, I guess because it's too cold for anyone to live there.
Yeah,
And I don't think you're allowed to live there either.
well, scientists live there, but it'll be awesome to see discoveries of ice, stuff frozen in ice up there. So, say like you find a mammoth or an alien spaceship or a Nazi sub, then that would be cool.
Or if you climb over the ice wall and discover that the Earth is in fact flat.
Go over
That's
the ice.
one of the weirdest things I think happened out of the most recent years. People say that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, it's definitely impossible. I don't understand why people would say that.
I mean, you could go stick 2 sticks in the ground and see how it's wrong, so I don't understand. And I mean, there's still people that believe it. There's still like annual conferences. It's just not as much as a meme anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
It just shows you how much people don't trust the government.
Let's see.
Which I think is weird.
Well, it depends on if there even are remains of buildings in Atlantis.
That's true. If you left like buildings after like how old Atlantis is, how long would it take to just completely erode away?
Yeah, I don't know. Like he's right, like you haven't seen buildings and such. I think there's only been sculptures and destroyed buildings, like all the different Greece arches and pillars or columns and such. Like you see those, but you just don't see like a huge city. So it's just like hard to believe that there's actually a city or was a city. So it could be like the theory of Godzilla that there are the hollow Earth field theory that there's just tunnels under Earth, under the oceans and such.
Which we'll get in the Meg, the shark existed because in the Mariana Trench, the deepest point in the ocean, they found the bottom of it was made out of just like thick gas, so they were able to do something, heat it up or something, and then they were able to send a submarine down underneath, and they discovered like all this prehistoric life. But then there was, of course, a giant shark under there, and the giant shark got out.
I think that's like the theory that people have right now in real life, that that's what happened. I think that's why they based it off of that in a way. Like the Mariana Trench is just so deep, since we haven't even explored it that much. It's just like old creatures are down there.
I think it's very interesting that like you hear a lot. We know more about the moon and Mars than we do about our own oceans.
Yeah.
Because there's just widely unexplored. And you see like videos a lot. Like the giant squid, for example. Nobody knew that it existed until they actually pulled one out, which I don't even understand. How do you go entire history of the human race without knowing that the giant squid exists? But again, you got tales of the Kraken.
There's actually been a recent discovery of a giant squid. I forget how many days ago, but it's been recent, and there's footage of it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's now been completely discovered. If you look up giant squid, it's a confirmed species.
Yeah. If we had a Kraken, I think Kraken is so much bigger than the squid, more than likely.
Well, I mean, the squid is described as like as big as a bus or 3 buses. How big is the giant squid? Hang on.
Actually, is a Kraken even a real thing, or just
Well, no, but what I'm trying to say is like maybe that's what they called the giant squid back in the old days, back in like medieval times and crap. They were sailing the oceans, saw a giant squid, what we now call a giant squid, and they named it the Kraken.
Okay.
Is it giant squid or colossal squid?
I think it might be colossal. I think you're right. But most people just call it giant squid because they don't want to say, oh, it's so colossal.
Colossal squid. If it's different things. Oh, it is different things, I think.
You should do a train layout next like I am. I don't have any train type of stuff, mate.
Okay, so a colossal squid is at max 46 feet.
Wow.
And a giant squid is, okay, yeah, so they are the same thing. Oops. But the colossal squid is the more scientific name, I guess. So 46 feet. How big is 46 feet?
I don't know.
How big is a bus? How long is a bus?
I'd say a bus is probably like 26 feet, maybe.
So it's 2 bus lengths.
Yeah, more than likely.
Which I mean, if you saw that, you would describe it as a Kraken. if the colossal squid was never discovered and you were in a boat and you saw that thing go by you, you'd scream the fucking the Kraken. You pointed it and you screamed Kraken. You know what I mean?
Welcome, Brick Bunnies TV. Thanks so much for coming.
And they say that like its eyeballs are as big as beach balls.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
That's just terrifying. Like, imagine swimming and you see that. Just coast of. I don't think it eats humans. But
no, sperm whales, I think, is just their main rival.
Yeah, sperm whales are like 15 meters. I'm looking at what the meters are.
Moby's dick.
Again, but it just shows you like the colossal squid wasn't a thing a few years ago. It was just now discovered, but there's proof of it technically existing. It was just called the Kraken.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wonder how it got the thing of it sinking ships. Maybe that was just like a myth.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been around the Bahamas or something. You know, the Bermuda Triangle.
I think the Bermuda Triangle is weird as well. Like I don't even think it's true. Like I think people looked up the data and like it's just average amount of ships sunk and planes crashed and all that crap.
I heard it's tons more than anything else. But another thing that you can kind of say is just like the shipping lanes from the U.S. to England. There's a lot of sunken ships over there.
Yeah.
Because of U-boats and such. You know, German U-boats sinking them.
Yeah.
So that's one case for that. But Bermuda is just like storms, I guess, just cause the phenomenon that just destroys the ships and sinks them.
Hurricanes.
They
That's
just
all I
show
know
out of
where
nowhere
it
and
goes.
just destroy it.
That's all I know Florida is just hurricanes. That's why I'm never going down there. Because what happens is I live in Virginia, we always get the tail end of the hurricanes. It will hit Florida or something and it'll spin its way up here as a giant storm. And it'll just leave tornado babies. And there will just be tornadoes in Virginia because there was a hurricane in Florida.
Yeah, we didn't have a tornado or a hurricane for like 11 years or something. And then now they're just coming back in a way.
Global warming.
The ice caps are melting.
That's why there's never going to be a second Titanic, because there's no more ice caps. Where did Brother from Another Brick even go?
He's still here.
Prove it.
He's going to say something. My brother from Another Brick. I'm still here.
I've never even met him before.
Well,
Because now I look him up on YouTube, though.
I've met him multiple times. I would have met him in Virginia, but it's a sad case for him.
Brother from Another Brick. Oh, wait, he lives in Virginia?
No, we would have gone to the Brick Fair, Virginia.
I was about to say he's another Virginian.
No, he's Illinois and then went to Minnesota.
Salty Boy lives in Illinois, if you know who he is.
Salty
You probably
Boy.
don't. Yeah.
Was he the guy that made that Discord and said that I came in there, but I actually didn't? Is that him?
I don't know. That was the vaguest description of anyone ever. What? Was he the one that made the Discord?
Okay. Well, okay. So I think he made a video about me, but fake me. Like, yeah, someone made a Discord saying Eric's World, you know, as a profile, and came into there and just started saying random stuff about the drama at the time. Is that the guy, Salty Boy? Or is that
might have been Salty Boy, or that might have been a guy named Cyclone.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
That's disappointing.
I remember seeing the video. Like, he was so wanting me to respond or see the video or something like that, but I never did, because I felt like it would be weird kind of responding to it because it wasn't me.
Yeah, somebody. I remember that happening on Discord, that somebody impersonated you. But I don't think Salty Boy ever made any videos or anything about it.
Okay. So, yeah, it must have been just Cyclone made the video about it, and it was Cyclone's then. Because it was, like, so weird that it happened. Like, just a kid that rants, I think he contacted me, or I don't even know how it started, because, like, someone said, hey, was this you? Did you do this? And I was like, no. Here's the proof. My Discord, I barely even use the Discord, and it's still Brickworld's 23 or whatever it is. I never changed it to Eric's World, so that was my main proof on that. But some of the stuff that the person that was impersonating me was saying is just like, I wouldn't even call anyone out like that. Like, I never even said anything bad about anyone. So it's crazy.
And Cyclone, he recently actually got hacked.
Oh, you did? Wow.
And he had his Twitter and his Instagram blacked out, so the profile pictures were black and the bios were changed to dead channel. And somebody uploaded let's just say, quote unquote, an inappropriate video to his YouTube channel, trying to get it striked down off of YouTube.
Wow.
but he was able to get into his accounts and change his password.
That's really weird that, like, he's a small channel, right?
Yeah, well, 700 subscribers.
Yeah, so, like, why would anyone want to, strike
Yeah,
down
that's why
kind
he
of
thinks that it
social...
was more of like a personal thing. Somebody maybe that he made mad on Discord.
Huh, weird.
But
It's happened to me too. I mean, I had my my other email hacked. Right, I kept getting like alerts from Google, like somebody was getting into my account from a different country, and I'm like, wow, this is weird. So I thought by like changing the password once and get rid of it or whatever, right? Or I believe I can't remember what I did, but then all of a sudden one day I couldn't get access to one of my emails, and I'm like, I wonder what happened. Because that's the email I always say, hey, people email me at or whatever. And then I looked at it, somebody had changed my name from that name to Hi B Fabs. And I'm like, oh my God, but I was able to get back into my account. So it like
Yeah.
linked up to my phone. So
but at the same time, it's like, so you didn't have two-step one.
no, I didn't, because this was not my YouTube email. This was like my other secondary email, which I use to, like, if people want to ask me questions or this or that. So yeah.
Okay, so for your YouTube, you have two-step one.
Yeah.
Cyclone, when he was hacked, he did not have two-step one.
Oh,
A lot of
dang.
people criticized about him. I mean, two-step is really annoying, but it's worth it for the extra security, I think.
I agree. Yeah. Next time we're just gonna have to have fingerprints be used for all that stuff. That'd be cool.
And then again, two-step isn't too secure though. All it does is, for me, it sends an email to my phone. I click yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody has my phone and they log into my email through my phone or something, then boom, life over.
Oh yeah, then you're screwed. But I feel like they wouldn't know like specifically that you have a YouTube channel unless it's like one of your close friends or whatever. He's pissed off at you or somebody you think is a friend, and then he screws you over, right?
Well, what if you go through like a terrible breakup and your ex just comes and steals your phone, deletes your YouTube channel? That'd be terrible.
That is the way to die, right? That's the way to
Yeah,
go
that's
down.
how you gotta murder somebody at that point. Well, time to die. Well, then again, imagine spending years and years putting content on that channel. Somebody deletes it. All right, I'm gonna spend years and years in jail.
Yeah, see that I mean, I would hope that I never get hacked, right? I mean, that's your goal, is not to get hacked. And I put a lot of security precautions, like they always say don't make an easy password, okay? So I used to have a really basic password. It was a Lego character's name and then my birthday, right? And so I'm like, okay, that's dumb. So like my new password is a bunch of letters, numbers, exclamation points,
symbols,
all over
Batman
the place.
symbol.
That'd be awesome.
The date Queen Elizabeth with crown.
That would be cool if you could like have symbols as a part. That'd be dope as heck.
I mean, I think you can have emojis, can't you?
I don't know if you could have that in your password. I'm pretty sure you can. But like it's it's cool, I guess. Now my password is so sporadic. Like if somebody could guess my password, like I'd give them like $1 million because there's no way you could.
They have the way that they guess passwords is algorithms.
Yeah.
They can just hook it up to a bot, and the bot can just start spamming and guessing it.
Oh, really? Oh, and I did not even know that. Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So all they got to do is put in, okay, your password's 1, 2, 3, and they just got to keep on going until it's millions and millions and millions. And then they'll at one point throw in symbols and numbers and letters, and they can guess your password in like a second if it's really easy.
Oh, damn. I didn't even know that. Interesting. Holy shit. That's kind of, it's cool at the same time as it is like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to teach AI and certain stuff now. Have you seen a video by a YouTuber where he throwed in, I think, all the Harry Potter books, a few Stephen King books. The guy who made the video wrote his own book. He threw the book into there and gave all the books to the AI, and the AI wrote a book based off of everything in that book, or both based off everything in those books.
Wow. Oh, damn. No, I haven't seen it. That's
cool. I mean, to be fair, it's a really crappy story. It has things like, that's when Hagrid the table walked in. So, it basically, the plot of it is like, so it's called Spaceship Day. And it starts off with a dude in a room, and the entire classroom is empty. Walks off into a hallway, sees that his friend is also alone, And then they wonder why they're alone. And the guy's like, "Oh, it's spaceship day. A bunch of people are going into the great beyond in a spaceship." It's so bizarre. He made a video about it, and he actually made it into a 3D animation. Then he actually gave it to a print-on-demand company online, and they made it into an actual book.
Wow.
I think print-on-demand companies are weird.
It'd be cool if you can just have your computer make a book for you.
You can. I just said you could.
I know, but a good book, not like what you're saying, because people had to adjust it to make it actually work.
Yeah. Well, then again, he plugged the Harry Potter books and Stephen King books into it, and like if you put even more stuff like the Game of Thrones, like just some of the best literature in history into the algorithm, I wonder what it would pop out. Would it actually pop out something good?
Just don't put season 8 of
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, in there. People hate that. It'd be interesting if they remake it. That'd be great. But
they're
sounds
not.
like yeah, it just sounds like they're just going to make a prequel to everything. I'd rather.
Well, they're making five spin-off shows.
Oh, that's good. Hopefully, one of them is that one girl that is traveling west. I think that would be awesome.
Arya.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be. I know the one that they like. The one that has most detail is it's going to take years, thousands and thousands of. It's going to take place thousands of years before the main story, and it's going to be when the White Walkers came for the first time. It's going to be like the first time that the White Walkers ever came.
Well,
which I don't know.
That would be pretty stupid because they die. So it's like,
yeah,
why make it? We already know they're.
Well, I mean, for like what we know they died, there could be more beyond the wall if they didn't bring everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Well, then again, I guess the Night King is considering that they destroyed the Night King and all the Walkers died, or the White Walkers died. I guess he was the be-all man and all.
Yeah, like it seemed like he was the king of everyone, and he had control of everyone. So everyone.
Yeah, so I guess I guess if anything's beyond the dead, it's dead.
Yeah, so I think that's
which is such a stupid move on the writing. Why was he leading the charge? If that guy you've killed and the entire army dies, why would you have him lead the charge? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I want to know how the other guys were made, also, though, because like
the White Walkers.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole series, so I had no idea.
In the show, there was a scene where he turned the dragon into a White Walker.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he came across dead bodies and he was able to turn. Well, actually, no. I think he can convert living people into White Walkers, and dead people are whites. So I guess it was a white dragon. But there was a scene in the show where they brought a baby to the Night King, and he converted the baby into a White Walker, which I guess the White Walker would grow up. Okay, so I guess that's how it's done.
Yeah, that might have been the case for that then.
Yeah, so I guess he like people make sacrifices to him, or the baby sacrifices babies to him, and he'll go and can turn them into White Walkers. And then I guess those White Walkers can turn the undead into whites. But when you kill that White Walker, all of the whites that they like rose die too.
Yeah.
Which means that you kill the Night King and everything just deactivates.
Yeah. Oh, it's too bad they couldn't do that before sacrificing so many lives. It was.
I mean, they didn't sacrifice that. Like they didn't sacrifice too many main characters. They killed Theon, and that was it. Theon and Jorah, I guess.
Well, all the troops that they had, all the soldiers, they sacrificed
the
all the
nameless soldiers.
I know, but it doesn't make any sense. Like it looked like all the
Dothraki died.
Yeah, all the Dothraki and all the Unsullied.
Yeah, and the thing is like, when Daenerys recruited all of the Dothraki, she made them all her Blood Riders, which means if she is killed, the Blood Riders spend the rest of their life avenging her, and that never happened because Jon Snow walks away. That, and if in Dothraki culture, if somebody kills your Khal or your leader, then the Dothraki follow that person. Which that's what usually would happen, but since Daenerys made them all her Blood Riders, they would just be out for revenge.
Yeah, so they should explain that then too. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they just kept the Dothraki dead and said that they died in the Battle of Winterfell, that would have made more sense rather than bringing them back for season or not for at the end of the season. That would have made more sense.
yeah, it's stupid how they even set it all up though too. Like, it shouldn't have happened like that. I'd say
Yeah.
maybe kill Daenerys or whatever her name is at Winterfell. I think that should have ended the story with her in a way, and then everyone would have followed Jon Snow.
Her going nuts and just destroying all the King's Landing made no sense.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
just
saying. Like,
flip a
she should have
switch for
died
no
because
reason.
like the traction, the negative traction that they had after Jon told Daenerys that he was a rightful ruler in a way, but also willing to stay or keep her the queen. It's just like that's not gonna happen, and she knows that.
And something else as well is like when Jon Snow killed Daenerys, Drogon took the body and flew away. There was no evidence of a crime. So did Jon Snow go to like Grey Worm or something and swear that he killed Daenerys? Like, how did Jon Snow get caught?
Yeah, I know. I was like, how did that happen? And then, you see him going to Dragon's Landing or something, and then you're like, oh, this must be later on, and I think it was 2 weeks later or something.
Yeah,
So they might have
it makes
found
no
out.
sense that Jon just wasn't killed instantly.
What was that?
Like Jon should have died. Like why keep him alive? He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
All they did was send him to the wall.
Yeah. And the wall has no circumstances at this time.
Yeah, which is the point. There's a huge hole. The wall isn't even up anymore. The wall fell
Yeah.
at that point, so people can pretty much go as they please. The wildlings are cool. All the White Walkers are dead. There's no point to the Night's Watch anymore.
Yeah.
That's why there shouldn't be a Night's Watch anymore, because you think the Night's Watch would have come down in the Battle of Winterfell rather than stay up at Castle Black.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I gotta head out now. Beef
Oh,
already
stream
left.
over?
Yeah, I'm gonna end it right now.
Okay, goodbye.
See ya. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. See you next week since I can't stream on Friday, sadly, because I'm going to be flying. So, boy.